time for us to get started. All right, what's up, Lurn Nation? What's up, everybody? We are live now on Google. We are also live on Facebook. So I just want to say welcome to this webinar. We're going to talk about the $5.5 million formula. All right, the $5.5 million formula to building a powerful e-commerce business literally from your home computer. All right, literally from the computer that you're sitting at right now, without having to have inventory, without having to store product, without having to do all that craziness. Okay, without having to do all that craziness. It is time for us to really do some big things. And without further ado, I want to bring on a guest of mine that has specifically helped. You know, he came in last year, early last year, and this guy did something that I couldn't do. He did something big that I couldn't do. And you know what that was? He taught my wife how to become an entrepreneur. I literally handed my wife, and you can imagine how much I trust and how much faith I have in him when I handed him my own wife and I said, could you please teach her how to do e-commerce? She loves e-commerce. She used to work for a company. She helped build an e-commerce company in India, but she didn't understand how to do the model you're going to learn today because the company she worked for had an office, had a warehouse, had 20 employees, you know, and now she's running an e-commerce business doing about the same amount in revenue, if not more than that company, and it's just her, just one person. All right, and we have no inventory, we have no warehouses, we still travel the world, and this is the guy who did it. So I am super blessed to be able to bring him to you. The fact alone that he's giving us his schedule, his time out of his schedule means the world to me. So right now, I want you all to help me welcome, all right, the guy who's going to teach you tonight exactly how to build a 7-figure business using nothing but e-commerce. Super pumped, super excited. We all at Lurn Nation know how to welcome our guests. So what we're going to do now is type in hashtag Adrian. Adrian Morrison is in the house. Hashtag Adrian. Go ahead right now. Type it in below. And I'm not letting him come on. I'm not even going to let him come on until I see a bunch of people typing it in. All right, I'm checking Facebook, and I'm also going to check our YouTube Live. Type in hashtag Adrian. Type it in right now. Let's show him how much appreciation we have for the time he takes away from his family, the time he takes away from his business, and everything else to be here with us. All right, let's see. Do we have it? Oh, right. We got a lot of people that are, oh, man, we got comments just pouring in. Marel says, thank you so much, Adrian. Oh, look at this. We got hashtag Adrian's pouring in. We must have at least 50 already. All right, you guys earned it. So without further ado, Mr. Adrian Morrison, welcome back to our Success Weekly at Lurn Nation. Thank you for being here. And man, I'm excited. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, I'm excited too. And thanks for the big welcome, everybody. It's insane. I mean, look, it's an exciting time because what I taught last week and what I'm going to continue to teach this week is just, it's what everybody should be doing right now. I'm telling you that there's so much growth in this space. It's putting big retailers out of business. And I'm just excited to share it with everybody. I was just scrolling through all of our earnings reports from our students before we got on this this webinar, and it's just unbelievable. I'm going to show you all some real student results tonight, and I'm going to give away some. I don't know if Onyx giving away money. I think he does a giveaway, but I'm also going to be giving away some cash money tonight. I'm going to give away $500 as well to a completely random winner. So Onyx, thanks for having me on, man.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, man, absolutely a pleasure to have you on. Thanks as always. Thanks for the cash for Lurn Nation. Hey, with Lurn Nation, you know what we do with that, right? We don't just stuff cash in our pockets. We use it to invest in our businesses. And yes, of course, I'll be giving away $500 from Lurn Fund as well. So you just doubled your chance to win, but you got to stay here till the end. You got to take notes. You got to be active, and you got to go out there and take action, all right? So you ready? Let's do it. Adrian, I'm turning it over to you, man. I'm ready to take notes.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's do this thing. So here's the deal. Last week I came on, I showed this great presentation. I will kind of review it a little bit tonight, and it's going to be really fun. It's going to be very interactive. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a game changer for anybody that's just simply trying to get started online, anybody that's trying to start earning money online. This is one of the most simple ways to get started online. I'll tell you that. And I'm going to start out with a whiteboard drawing real quick. I'm going to have to share my screen in a second, but I'm going to get my whiteboard pulled up really fast. That way I can make sure that I get everybody to see these notes. I like to draw on a whiteboard. I know Anik likes to play around on his whiteboard as well. So let me just pull this up. And I'm going to show you the biggest problem with most people that try to get started selling physical products online, or well, I'll probably show you a couple of issues that people have and why they screw up, where they screw up, how to do it the right way, you know, how to get started doing this. So in a second, you should be able to see my screen. Let me just go ahead and pull up. Where is that file? Let me see. Let's see, file, new movie recording. Where are you? There we go. Okay, cool. Sorry, I have two screens right now, so I'm kind of looking over on this. If you see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at an additional monitor, and it's kind of crazy when I'm trying to work on both screens while we are live. So let's do file, new movie recording. Here we go. All right, I got it. It is up. Now, in just a second, you should be able to see my screen. I want everybody just to confirm with me that you can see this once I share it. So let me just pull up this, and I hit this. I'm not a Google Hangouts master yet. I usually use a different platform, but this is Onyx's favorite platform here because there's so many people that get on. Google Hangouts is the only way to do it. All right, so my entire screen, share, bada bing, bada boom. All right, now there we go. My screen is now being shared, so you should no longer see me. You should see my screen. Now I'm going to pull up my whiteboard. This is a training I was just doing with some of my students last night. Every single week, I do a training with my VIP students. A lot of them are ESA students, and we just learn new stuff. Like these are all trainings that I've been doing with my students this year. As you can see, every single week, I get on a webinar and I go through all sorts of funnels and just how to get started. And if you weren't on here last week, I just want to do a quick introduction. I'm not going to do anywhere near the introduction I did last week, but I'm going to do just a simple, quick introduction of who I am, all right? So things you should know about me is that I work very closely with Facebook. I do e-commerce. I also do digital products, but I do mostly e-commerce, and I use drop shipping. So I never see, I never touch, I never even ship personally any of the products that I'm marketing. As a matter of fact, I do not even pay for the products unless I've actually generated a sale first. How many of you in here like the sound of that? Just say me in the chat box. Just say me if you like the sound of that. So I have no risk of inventory. I have none of that junk matters. I'm doing this the right way. I've been invited up to Facebook multiple times. Signed the Facebook wall. That's a picture of me right there at Facebook headquarters. And I just, like I said, I've got a solid relationship with them. I like to show people the types of revenue that I'm producing on my store. Now, I have a couple of stores, but you're just going to look at one store right now. I'm going to show you a full year's quarterly reports, all right? And the reason I like to do that is simply because consistency is key. Anybody can get lucky and make a couple of bucks in a month, and then they're broke again. I see it all the time. You know, people make a little bit of money, and then it just, for whatever reason, you know, it stops. How many of you in here have struck gold once or twice, but it only lasted for a week or two, and then you're back at zero, right? You can't build a real business if that's always happening to you. So you have to have consistency in your business. And the model that I'm going to show you tonight is something that provides just that. It provides consistency. And not just for me, but for other people as well. So let's start out in 2016, all right? So Q1 in the gold, and where the red circle is, in Q1 we did $728,000, okay? So $728,000 is what we did. And then in Q2 we did 483 grand. In Q3 we did $492,000. Q4 we did $1.1 million in sales. And now we're averaging $200,000 to $300,000 a month here in 2017. And look at the top right of the screen. You see where it says new order? I just made $135 on my e-commerce store. That's a big order right there. So I'm not doing these little bitty sales. I know how to take very cheap items, free items, and generate massive orders. So you might see some of those notifications pop in from one of my stores while we're doing this presentation. And it's pretty cool to see that. Actually watching me earn money live on this workshop is pretty freaking cool. But consistency is key. You can see the growth, right? And it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Look at where the traffic's coming from. It's coming from Facebook. It's coming from my email marketing, right? So those are my two big sources, Facebook, and I built a massive list. While I've made all of this money, we've done over $5 million. And while making all of that money, all of these customers that we're generating, massive volume, that's going on an email list. And we're able to tap into that email list and emails to them for new offers, new products, drop ship items, and really push big numbers without paying for traffic. And just to kind of show you some stuff here, here's a 30-day report from our biggest month. This was during the holiday season. We did $576,000 in 30 days. All right, so that was in November. And I think that's staggering. How many of you in here would be happy not to make $576,000 in a month in sales, but how many of you would be happy if you did $10,000 in a month in sales? Just type in 10K in the chat box. Do a hashtag 10K or something like that if you'd be happy with 10K. All right, how about this? How many of you in here will be happy with just an extra $1,000 a month? All right, type in 1K if you would be happy with that. Everybody's got different goals. Everybody's got different needs. Listen, I want to start out by saying I'm going to show you money. Like, I'm going to show you the money that I generate. It's my money. I generated it. You can't have it. You've got to earn your own. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I'm doing it. Your results are, they're all dependent on you. So I'm not showing you this saying, hey, you're going to make 600 grand in 30 days. It's probably not going to happen out of the gate. It's going to be different for everybody. Does everybody understand that? Just say, yes, I get it. All right, I like to make y'all type in the chat box because I don't like to fluff up and say, oh my gosh, if you press this button, you're magically going to make all of this money. When Onyx said that I worked with his wife, turned her into an e-commerce entrepreneur, that meant that she went through my course. She went through eComm Success Academy. She took those trainings. She applied all of the techniques that I taught her, and she ended up making 6 figures in 90 days. Someone who was struggling, right? Someone who hadn't figured it out yet. And that's what's so cool about what I'm going to teach you tonight. And I'm not going to go through these case studies where, I talk about control and I talk about how I did affiliate marketing and I shut down that business because, I was reliant on CPA offers to stay alive, and they were shutting down and up and down and up and down. What I love about e-commerce is just that I have complete and total control. That's what you need to know. I control how much money I make. I control what my profit margins are. I control my products. I control my email list. I control my customer data. I can sell my business. I have a business that in just over 2 years has made over $5.5 million, and I can sell that for 7 figures if I just want to stop. That is called an exit plan, okay? Now, when I made this presentation, it was a $4 million case study, right? But it's now a $5.5 million case study or somewhere around there because we continue to earn money. We're not just, sitting here. This isn't something that I used to do. This is something that I'm doing right now. There's another order that just popped in for $74.94 on my Shopify store. All right, so I've already made $200 since we got started. That's crazy. All right, so as you should know by now, I use Shopify. Shopify is a great e-commerce platform. Listen, you got a lot of options out there, but Shopify is 100% the best. If you're a newbie, you have zero technical know-how, you don't want to build a website, you don't want to have to deal with hosting companies and all that crap, Shopify is the place for you. And I'm going to show you an example of my Shopify store tonight. All right. Another great thing that we outlined last week is that they pay you every day. So with CPA offers, you have to wait, I don't know, sometimes a week to 14 days to even 30 days to get paid. And cash flow is king. I mean, you need to get your commissions in your bank account if you actually want to be able to grow your business. If you're having to wait around for 2 weeks to get paid, sometimes you hit a ceiling and you got to quit investing in your ads because you have no money. How many of you in here would like to get paid every day? You can see my payouts, 18 grand, 14 grand, 20 grand, 33 grand, 34 grand. So these are all, every day I wake up, I check my email. Shopify has sent me a wire directly to my bank account. So here's my bank account here, same date, so you can match them up, whatever. I get paid every day. What does that mean for me? That means that I can take this money, right? and I can reinvest it into my business. And that's why when I showed you my quarterly reports, you saw all of that growth, right? You saw me hit $1.1 million. Now we're averaging higher ticket orders. We're averaging more per month than we've ever averaged. It's a growing, thriving business model. And not just for me. I have students that make more money than I do doing Shopify. It's, they just hit the right product. How many of you in here would like to hit what I call the right product? And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Something called the sizzle effect. Go ahead and write that down. The sizzle effect. And I'll just go ahead and I'll pull up my whiteboard here, and I'm going to do a little bit of drawing. Let's see. I might have to connect my pen in here to get it to. Oh, that's great. My pen is not connected just yet, so I'm not going to be able to write it down at this moment. But it's called the sizzle effect. Okay, so write that down. I'm going to move my whiteboard on the other screen, and I'll connect my pen here in just a second. Okay, so we've seen the money, we've seen the consistency, we've seen how big this can be. Real quick, I'm going to show you a video from Onyx's amazing wife, and she's going to give you a quick testimonial of what she thinks about my training and how it helped her. Then we're going to dive into my whiteboard once I get my little pen connected, and I'm going to start drawing out where most people screw up and where most people start and where you should start so you can avoid those screw ups. Sound good? Just say yes. All right, I see lots of yeses. Good. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to maximize the screen right here. And, well, now that's a black screen. So let's just see if I can change things over here with the format. That's always fun. All right, so how about this? What I am going to do is I am going to minimize this window. I'm going to have to share my other screen to show you this. It's really weird how Google Hangouts works, but I'd love for you to see Onyx's wife over here with this video. So I'm going to stop the share of my screen, and I'm going to reshare my other screen, and you should be able to see the video then. I know it's kind of funky, but it is what it is. All right, so I'm back on the camera now. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. All right, now I could choose which monitors I share. So now you should see a completely different monitor. And when I go ahead and I hit play on this video, you should be able to see Andrea, and you should be able to hear her once we play it. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Adrian. I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and my business. When I started a couple of months ago, I thought it was virtually impossible to start my own online business. But you made the impossible possible for me. And today I'm doing anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 a day. I've done well over 100 grand in the last 90 days, and I'm already working on launching multiple stores. I know that this is just the beginning, and the sky's the limit from here. So thank you once again for all your expertise and all your training. I couldn't have done any of this without you, and the credit for all of this and for my business goes to you and you alone. So thank you once again so very much.
All right, so there's Onyx's wife, and it's pretty cool. Like when Onyx said, hey, Adrian showed my wife how to start an e-commerce business, and she successfully did it, he's not joking. Like she legitimately started a business, then she was struggling, and then she started absolutely crushing it. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to connect my pen. We're going to draw on the whiteboard a little bit. How many of you in here are excited right now? You're excited to get started. You're excited to get on this whiteboard, and you're excited to see the demos. You feel like this is it. Like this is that thing that's going to change everything for you. It's something that you feel is actually going to work. All right, you've seen the numbers. You're going to see testimonials. You're going to see a lot of stuff tonight, and it's going to be a absolute game changer. So it looks like now my Bluetooth is hooked up, my pen is connected, so all I've got to do is now share my screen again. It's great doing these live webinars. I'm sure y'all are used to it with Onyx. It's always something, but it's so much more fun when you do it live. Okay, so let's go ahead and share my screen again. So movie recording, here we go, bada bing, bada boom. And now you should be able to see my screen. All right, it might take it a second to pop through, but you should be able to see it right about now is probably when it should come through. Okay, so you should all see my screen now. And now you should see, where is my notepad? Here we go. All right, you should see my notepad. Everybody got this? Yes? All right, good, good, good. Okay, so where do we start with e-commerce? And where are most people screwing up? That's what we need to go over here. All right, so we're just going to call this I did $2.4 million in my first 10 months. All right. So I usually call this my $2.4 million formula, but you can call it whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. All right. So I'm just going to call this my, ooh, that's way too big. All right. Let's call this my, all right, $2.4 million formula. All right. Now, when it comes to start earning money online, people make some big mistakes, and I'm gonna draw those mistakes out for you. We'll start out by saying this is most people. All right, so most people, and this is going to be my students. All right. Now, here's the big difference. Here's like the missing piece of the puzzle for everybody. All right, most people that get started online, they go past step one. They immediately start at step two. How many of you think that it's important in any strategy to always start at step one? And if you pass step one and you bypass it, you ignore it, you forget it, maybe you don't even know about it, that could be a really bad thing for your business. I see a lot of people saying they agree. Okay. So most people try to sell retail products. All right, most people sell retail products, okay? Another thing most people do is they have inventory. All right, most people have inventory and they blow money on ads. All right, most people blow money on their Facebook ads. How many of you in here have made a Facebook ad before? You blew money on it, it didn't make any money, and you're like, crap, now what do I do? Now I'm scared, right? Now I'm scared to do anything because how many times can I afford to do it the wrong way before I'm broke, right? So people try to sell retail products out of the gate. People stock inventory, which costs them money. People blow money on ads that they don't have to blow money on. And of course, another thing that they do is they target small audiences. And most people have what I call fizzling sales. That means their sales, they go up for a little while, but as soon as they go up, guess what happens? They immediately go down and then they die off. All right, that's what most people do. All right, now let me tell you what I do. Let me tell you what my students do. And we'll look at a very clear difference. And I'm going to walk you through these 4 principles that I apply to my business to frickin' crush it and build a 7-figure per year business without ever having to do any of the junk that most people do. All right. So let's talk about what I do. I offer people free products. All right. Now, the question is, all right, now I just want to ask you something and just be honest with me. What do you think is easier to get somebody to buy? A retail item that costs $30 or a product that's free that you only have to pay for shipping and handling? Which one do you think is going to get more traffic, more clicks, and more sales? Can y'all tell me? Just type in retail versus free. Which one do you think is easier to get started with and to get traffic from and to generate sales with? All right, I see a lot of people saying free over here in the chat box. So, all right, so we've got free products. Duh, it's way easier to sell. Listen, free products is that step one. All right, I want to go ahead and I want to notate that real fast. So this right here is step 1. All right. Retail products is actually step 2, right? Go ahead and start marketing the stuff that's easiest to sell first. Then understand how everything's working. Understand how to generate sales, how the business works, right? Get your feel for it. And then you can step up and you can sell more expensive stuff. But I'm going to tell you, the free items freaking destroy, right? So that's us. We do free products. We have what I call zero inventory. So yeah, you're not going to see a picture of me circulating on the internet in front of a warehouse with a bunch of lame boxes saying, hey, everybody, look at all these boxes of junk that I have in my warehouse. And I pray to God that I sell them. But if I don't sell them, then like my dad says, I'm screwed, shoot, and tattooed. I got a bunch of crap in a warehouse, money invested in boxes and junk and trinkets that I can't move. And that's what's happening to Amazon sellers. Amazon sellers are losing boatloads of money because they have all of this stuff in a warehouse, and if they can't sell it, then they've lost money, right? They have to give it. Sometimes they can't even give it away, right? I don't have to take that risk. I do drop shipping, okay? Now, I'm going to put this in green because it's important. I have a $5 per day ad strategy. I legitimately can tell if an ad is going to work or if it's not going to work after spending $5 a day on it, and I'll just say for 3 days, okay? So 15 bucks in total. How many of you in here would like to learn how to tell if an ad is going to be a good ad or a bad ad in 3 days with a $5 budget? Go ahead and say $5 in the chat box. Because see, what a lot of people don't understand here, these guys over here, right? What most people are saying, oh, if I want to do it big, if I want to make a bunch of money, I've got to spend a bunch of money. And then they screw up, right? They make mistakes. They lose money. And they're like, well, crap, that sucked. They get the same information for hundreds of dollars that I get for $5, right? I can tell if an ad is going to work. I don't need to blow $500 to find out that an ad doesn't work. How many times can you afford to lose over here blowing money, right? But if you have a $5 per day ad strategy, you know what? If the ad doesn't work, okay, whatever, move on to the next one. See, this one, you're not getting scars. You're not getting bumps and bruises. You can take a $5 hit. How many of you in here would be willing to invest $5 per day into an ad to tell if it's going to work or not going to work? And that ad that you start for $5 could very well end up, and very likely end up, producing massive amounts of return on investment. Just say me in the chat box again. Absolutely. Okay. All right. Another different thing that I do is I target broad audiences. Write that down. All right. Now, what does that mean? This means that I have something called scale. All right. I have a business that is always scaling. All right. Now, another thing that I do is, you're going to love this. All right. I do something called zero targeting. Literally, that it means exactly what it says, is I don't do targeting. That's why I'm able to target broad, all right? Because I'm legitimately targeting everybody on Facebook. Every single person that's on Facebook sees my ad. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that my business does this. Get my point, right? My business just scales and scales and scales and scales and scales, and it doesn't fizzle. It's always sizzling because I'm reaching a massive, massive audience. Is everybody with me on that? Yes? All right. And another thing that I do is I leverage what's called Facebook intelligence. Now, this one is huge right here. So do not forget this. Facebook actually will do a lot of the targeting for you. That's why I'm able to come over here and leverage this zero targeting strategy, because Facebook will do the targeting for me for the most part. Like, it's not magic. There's a strategy to it. There's a method behind it. But this is what I'm doing. This is exactly what I am doing over here. And this is why my students are getting results and why everybody else is running around, screaming and pulling their hair out. And I'm just going to show you, before I jump into this presentation, some of our student results. So you see the difference between, what most people are doing and what I'm doing and the rest of my students are doing, okay? So let's jump over here into Facebook. And I posted this in January. So at the beginning of the year, I said, students, post a screenshot of your earnings reports in the comments below. And if my training has helped you get started. So don't give me credit for something that I didn't help you doing. I don't want that. I want credit for the training that truly did help students. Now, at the time, this was my store. We've made a lot more money than this now, but we got over 103 comments on this thread of students posting earnings reports, anywhere from their first sale to Harriet here, who did $95,000. I'll just show you this real quick. I'll try to make this as big as I can. Harriet did $95,000. We've got over here, who is it? My screen is freezing up just a little bit here. You see my little wheelie thing. But anyways, we've got Armand, who's done $33,000. I think we had like well over $10 million worth of earnings reports in here. Gasper said best investment ever, $37. You can see I just made $21 up there at the top of the screen. But look at this, $386,000 from Jeremy, $57,000 from Brian. All right, we've got 53 grand from Scott Tim. We've got, what is this, 100, I don't know what that is in US, but he says he's made 600 grand in the last 4 months. All right, so we've got students $109,000. We've got students at $117,000. $1 million. Nikos is a 7-figure student. So I want to ask y'all real fast before we go into these 4 steps. All right, 620 grand from Brian. Do you think that what I just showed you on the screen and what I'm about to show you in great detail is a big deal? I want you to type in the chat box right now, big deal. If you think the difference between what most people are doing and what my students are doing is a big deal, because I just showed you just a few earnings reports. We have so many that we can't even count them. I have to make a whole inbox for students to send in earnings reports because we keep track of everybody. All right, so see lots of big deals. Good. All right, so I'm going to pull up PowerPoint again. And I want to start out by going over niche stores versus generic stores. So many people ask me, Adrian, should I focus on a single niche, or should I go in and should I have a generic store? I call these flex stores. My stores sell everything you can think of. We sell cat stuff. We sell dog stuff. We sell wine stuff, tactical gear, everything. I want you to think Walmart, all right? You can go in Walmart, and I always say, you can go to Walmart, you can buy a bag of diapers, and then you can go a couple of aisles down and you can buy firearms and bullets. I mean, Walmart has everything, and that's why they're so big. But I want you to also know that my opinion doesn't matter, all right? I'm a D and an F student at best from college, all right? I tried to get into law school. I flunked the LSAT 3 times. I'm not brilliant. You shouldn't listen to my opinion, all right? What you should do is look at the facts, all right? So everything that comes out of my mouth is backed up by factual evidence and proof. So all of these gurus say, focus on a niche, focus on one niche, build a camper store, build a cat store, build a grandparent store. And I was thinking to myself, I don't want to build a bunch of stores because that's a pain in the butt. I don't want to manage 10 different websites. I want to manage one, all right? Have everything in one spot, all of my money in one spot, and build one massive brand. And that's what I did. But I put it to the test first, okay? So I started a niche store and I started a generic store. I call generic stores flex stores because they allow you to flex with the market, always be pushing whatever's hot right now, whether it be one of those fidget cubes that ADD people are buying the crap out of, or wine phone cases, or whatever it may be. You could be selling anything. All right, the niche store, it did well. It ended up doing over $500,000 overall. And right there, it's at 441 grand on the far right. But look at what happened. We did 1 grand, 3 grand, 100 grand, 141. Then it's 81K, 58K, 33K. What's happening? It's dying. Why is it dying? It's because I fizzled out the niche, right? I fizzled it out. Like, that was a tactical store. What am I going to do if I want to sell baby products and baby products are in? Am I going to put baby products on a tactical store? No, you can't do that. You're going to have to build a whole new store. That means that entire brand, that entire business crashed, burned. It was a waste of time. All right. Now look over at my flexible store. I'm not in a box. I'm not handcuffed to one specific thing. I'm selling everything. Look at this, 60K, 140K, 145K, 261K, 253K, 210 grand. We're consistently doing $200,000 a month. See, that's the difference between what I'm teaching my students how to do. As a matter of fact, we should go ahead and we should add that to our little board over here, because most people are doing niche stores. Now, I know that some people say it's pronounced niche. All right, I don't know if Anik told you, but I'm from Mississippi, the deep South, and we just pronounce stuff however we feel it should sound, just so you know. I do flex stores. My students do flex stores. These allow us, and I'm just going to put a money symbol through flex store, because these allow us to always be selling whatever's working right now. And there's the proof in the pudding right there, okay? So everything that I've done, everything that my students do sets us up to where we can build a store in about 20 minutes, all right? We're not selling thousands of different products. I have 3 simple products that I market. That's it. That I started with. Now we market more. But what most people do is they start out with thousands of or hundreds of products. And there's these gurus saying, hey, the more crap that you put on your website, the better your odds are going to be of making money. But that could not be more wrong. All right. You don't need that. What you need is focus. All right. So I started with 3 hot products that destroyed it, that I could go broad with, that brought me in 6 figures per product. All right. And we're going to look at those in a little bit too. I had control over my business, and I went from my first day making, actually that's a typo, I think I only made $60 my first day, to 60 grand my first month, to $2.4 million in 10 months, building a huge email list, which you know is very, very important, and a brand valuation of $3.5 million. So you can see like my first day right here is 60 bucks, my biggest day, $44,000 in a single day. And all of it's done very simply through Shopify with drop shipping. I'm building my brand. I'm building an email list. I'm building an asset that I can sell. I have complete and total control. You can do this from anywhere in the world. I have students from countries I can't pronounce. I have 0 inventory, no product cost up front. And this is how it works. Just in case you weren't here last week, I'll show this again. You build your Shopify store. My training shows you how to do that. Customers come in and buy. You get paid instantly. Your vendor ships out the product. We sell stuff from China. We sell stuff from the United States. You can drop ship from US. You can drop ship from China too, to anywhere in the world, by the way. And then you never see or touch or ship the product. This is how it's done. But I have a specific formula for how I do this. And on this webinar, I'm going to show you how I use the most powerful word in the world to get viral traffic. I force feed buyers to my ads via Facebook, and I'm earning up to $20,000 a week with email marketing. That's what we're doing here. All right, so the steps that I use to build a $200,000 a month business in less than 30 days is finding one single product, the most powerful word in the world, Facebook intelligent ads, and email marketing. And using these 4 steps, I was able to start producing some serious numbers right here. So you can kind of see, I can't fit all the months in the screenshot, but just look at how we went up to $593K, $356,000 in a month. And it's because of this strategy that you see on the screen right now. Less products plus more focus equals more success. I want you to write that down. Less products plus more focus equals more success. All right, 3 simple products. You want each of those products, your goal, it doesn't, just because it's your goal doesn't mean it's going to happen, but your goal is to find products that generate 6 figures. All right, so you don't sell a zillion things to make 100 grand. You have one product that can produce $100,000, but that takes focus. How many of you in here are not focused? How many of you have tried blogging? You've tried CPA, you've tried eComm, you've tried just all sorts of different things, and all of them have failed. Just say me in the chat box. It's okay to admit it. Look, you know, it happens to all of us. All right, so you're running around. I already knew this. Most all of you are saying me. All right, so you're running around, you're scrambling around, and bright, shiny objects, right? You're not focusing on one thing. You got to find a path and you got to commit. How many of you in here are ready to commit tonight? You're ready to commit as we go through these steps. And we start at step 1. You're ready to focus and you're ready to make sure that this works. You're ready to do whatever it takes to become successful, because I'm telling you, that's what it takes to get where I'm at, where Onyx said, and where all of these other successful students are. It didn't fall into their lap. They followed a strategy. They got the right training. They got mentorship, and they committed to making it work. They didn't give up. All right, so step 1 is finding a product, but not just any product. It's finding a passion product. Now, there's 3 simple rules to finding a passion product. Forget what you think and forget what you like. Your passion is not your profit. Now, I know that, there's a lot of people that say turn your passion into your profit, and I want to say that that's phenomenal if you can do it. But 99% of people can't do that. If you love building toy boats that float around in the water, and that is your passion, let me tell you something. You ain't going to be mega successful selling those, because there's not a massive market for it. You catch my drift? So the idea here isn't to take your passion and try to profit from it. It's to figure out what everybody else in the world wants and then give that to them. You're not a salesman, you're a marketer. I want you to write that down. Even though I love seeing those sales come in. Write that down. I am a marketer, not a salesman. You're not pushing MLMs. You're not trying to sell junk to your friends. You're not trying to sell insurance to people that already have insurance. You are marketing stuff to people that they already want, that they already need, and you're willing to give it to them for free if they just pay shipping and handling. We'll get into that in a minute, okay? Because that is how you succeed, and that's what I showed Onyx White. That's what I showed Andrea. I showed her that, look, I know you love all this other stuff that you're passionate about. You got this store that has all this great jewelry on it, but that's not what's selling. All right? You need to start selling nursing stuff, and you need to start selling this stuff over here. And even though you could care less about that niche, that's what's making money. That's what you need to do. You want to have a hobby? That's great. Go do a hobby in your spare time. You want to make money? Figure out what works and follow the money, as long as it's ethical, as long as it's legal, and it lines up with your beliefs, of course. But, that's the strategy. Now, let's take an example of that strategy. We got pen. We got these fountain pens right here. I love fountain pens, right? Wrong. I could care less about them. I use little 10-cent Bic pens from Walmart, okay? But there is so many people out there that do like fountain pens. How many of you in here could care less about them, though? Just go ahead and say me if you care less about fountain pens, all right? Well, this is how you find a passion product. This is how you step out of the box. This is how you forget what you think, forget what you like. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. This is how you become a marketer, okay? See that pen right there? I can get that from AliExpress for like $1 to $2, drop shipped, boom, straight to a customer's door. Never see it, never touch it, never ship it myself, all right? I could care less about it. It's a nice looking pen, but I wouldn't use it, right? But look at this, and that's Facebook targeting. You can see there, fountain pens, Parker Pen Company, Waterman pens. Facebook is giving me an audience of 4.7 million people that love fountain pens. That's 4.7 million people I can offer that fountain pen to. They like pens, they want pens, they collect pens. That is their interest on Facebook. And I can mark that up to $10 for shipping, put it in front of their face for free, and I can turn a profit off of that. How many of you in here see what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you like fountain pens. I know you can't see me right now, but I got my hand raised. I'm moving my hands like crazy right now. What do passion products look like? Well, you got grandparent necklaces for $1.42, fishing lures for 98 cents, owl bracelets, cat socks. Man, I have had so many people come in and buy those cat socks. I legitimately have sold those. You can see them. That's a product that I've sold on the bottom right-hand screen for $1.44. People buy this stuff. They're passionate about their cats. They're passionate about fitness. They're passionate about their fishing. They're passionate about tactical gear. They're passionate about their grandkids. Some people have obsessions with elephants, zebras, giraffes, owls. I have a friend, as a matter of fact, Onyx is obsessed with turtles. Onyx says every time I see something that has a turtle on it, I don't know why, but I buy it. I think he sent me a stuffed turtle one time. But people have passions, all right? And when you're able to put those types of things in front of their face, there's no sale. They're going to take it. Now, finding a passion product is important. Other people's passions. step number 2 is the most powerful word in the world, which is dun 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 dun. It's free. Okay. Now, this word causes the sizzle effect. This word is so powerful, right, that it creates what is called the sizzle effect. And if you have a passion product, something people are passionate about, and you have a product that is free, you get the sizzle effect. This is what makes people that could be my grandparents' age fight in Walmart on Black Friday over a good deal. All right. The sizzle effect makes people act erratic. It makes people impulsively purchase, right? And purchase more than they actually want or need. It's like putting a magnet for money on your ads. That's what I do. You hear all these guys saying hustle and chase paper and, you know, grind and all of that crap. I don't want to hustle. I don't want to grind. And I sure as heck don't want to chase paper. I just tried doing Insanity about an hour and a half ago, and I thought I was going to die. So I ain't trying to run after people. What I want to do is I want to sit on my computer. I want to build ads that have the sizzle effect, and I want the customers to come to me. Now, that sounds too good to be true. Remember, I told you, I'm not going to give you opinion. I'm not going to give you a theory. I'm going to show you hardcore proof, factual evidence that my ads are like magnets for money right here. Check this out. So this is one of my Facebook ads. And Facebook is great because people can comment, share, like, whatever they want to do. And, you know, they can put in negative comments if they want to. But if you do it right, that shouldn't be a problem. Look what's happening here. This is one of my ads. And I've got people like Brianna saying, Chanel, I feel like you want this. Lauren, you need this. Ed, check this out. It's free. Please, 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 please get me this, Adriana. You've got Mackenzie. You've got Catherine, Kelly. I mean, look what's happening here. Do you see what's going on? These people are getting me free traffic. These people are acting like magnets for money on my ads because it's such a freaking good deal. It's a passion product. They're referring it to their friends. Not only is this free traffic, guys, but this is the highest, most qualified traffic on planet Earth. It is the most qualified traffic in the universe, the galaxy, or whatever else you want to call it, because people trust their friends and their family. Think about it. Are you more likely to buy something if you see a billboard on the side of the highway? Or are you more likely if your friend or family member says, hey, so-and-so, you should really check this out. It looks like a solid deal, and I know that this is something you would like, right? So we're getting free traffic, and it's high converting traffic at that. And the formula that I use for this is called the free plus shipping formula. All right. So the formula that I use is the free plus shipping formula. Now, this formula is so simple to implement into your business. Okay. Very, very simple to implement into your business. All it is finding products that are mega cheap. Let me show you an example. All right. So let's go over here to AliExpress. This is a company I use to find products, okay? And let's just say that we are in the, I don't know, what's some stuff that I've searched before? How about a nurse necklace? Let's say that we're in the nursing niche because I know that's a huge money-making niche. All right, so let's do a nurse necklace. And as I scroll down, we've got all of these different necklaces that come up. Look at this, 69 cents for this necklace right here. That's it, 69 cents. This necklace comes in diamond, or it's not real diamonds, but I just call it clear diamond, blue, pink, and it's 69 cents each. Now what I do is I take this 69-cent necklace, I put it on my Shopify store, okay? And I mark it as this is free, just pay for shipping and handling. So this is a free necklace, just pay shipping and handling. Now I charge $10 to $12 for shipping and handling. So let's go ahead down here. And I'm going to tell you what I do. So for your free plus shipping formula, what I do is I find cheap passion products. Okay. This means that they are less than $5. All right, so I find cheap passion products like that nurse necklace that's less than $5. All right, and then I give them, so offer them for free, okay? And we say, just pay shipping. You've seen this on television. Has anybody ever seen the infomercials that say, buy this right now and get another one completely free, just pay shipping and handling charges? That's where they're making their money. They're making their money in the shipping. And what do we charge for the shipping? We charge anywhere from $9.95 all the way to $11.97. That's what we pay. That's the money. Let me tell you something right now, okay? A lot of gurus out there say, oh, don't charge $10 for shipping. Don't charge $12 for shipping. That's ridiculous. No one's going to pay $12 for shipping. How many of you in here would never pay $10 to $12 for shipping for a free item? Like, let's say this necklace is free, but it's $10 for shipping and handling. You'd be like, no thanks, I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. Why would I pay $10 shipping? Why isn't it free shipping or $2 shipping? Just go ahead and say in the chat box if that's you. Okay, by the way, nobody cares if that's you, just so you know. So I'm not even going to read the comments because it doesn't matter if you would or would not, because you're not marketing to yourself, right? You're marketing to other people. And the fact of the matter is that people will do it. Check out the screenshot right here. So what you're looking at is $1.5 million in shipping and handling charges. Look at this. This is my numbers. 1.5 million out of $2 million in sales is from shipping and handling. See, other people are willing to do it. So remember, as a marketer, it doesn't matter what you think. What matters is what other people want, what they need, and what they're willing to do. So by going with my strategy, right, you are going with what the people want, what the people are willing to do, and you're able to earn more money, right, by doing this. You get to leverage the most powerful word in the world, and you get to create massive amounts of urgency and income, hopefully. And when you use this strategy, you get this type of effect right here. So here's one of my Facebook ads. It's had 2.7 million views on it, right? So 2.7 million people saw it. You see at the top left, you've got the light orange and you've got the dark orange. So dark orange is free traffic. I'm sorry, is paid traffic, all right? And the light orange is free traffic. So about 50% of this traffic is completely free. So I got about 1.3 million, 1.4 million eyeballs on this ad without spending a single dime for that traffic. Why? Well, because I have 236,000 likes. I have 290,000 shares. I got 15,000 comments of people saying, get this, this is for you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is free. It's got the sizzle effect, y'all. The sizzle effect. Don't forget that. This is an exact example of one of my real ads called the sizzle, with the sizzle effect. And so people click your ad, they go to a little Shopify store like this, and it says the product is free. When they click to get it, you see right here, it says it's free, but you just got to pay for shipping and handling. And that's it. That's how it works. And you create big orders. I mean, you've seen here live on this webinar, I've gotten orders at over $100 in some instances. Now, how am I doing that? Well, remember when I said the sizzle effect makes people buy impulsively and it makes people buy more than they actually need? Well, let me show you something. Here's an example of one of my orders from a lady named Kathy somewhere in the US, all right? She came in and she saw a product that I was marketing, and we had it in 3 colors. Now, I blurred it out because I only show this to my I only show the products that I market to my VIP students, and I think that's understandable, right? So I have a blue version, a yellow version, and a pink version. She came in and she said, you know what? It's free. Why not just get all 3 of these? And she spent $31.89 on shipping and handling. My cost on those products is about $2.50 each. Okay, so that's $7.50 product cost, and I made $31.89. You do the math, that's over 200% return on investment from product cost to what they paid. All right, now here's the real example of the sizzle effect. I showed this last week and people freaked out. Samantha from Australia, because remember, we can market anywhere in the world we want to. She came in and she was like, oh my gosh, this is free? I cannot believe this is actually free. And she bought 25 of every single version of the item that we had. I'll tell you what those are. They're pillows. All right, so these are little pillow cases that we sell. and they have a passion image on them. And she said, I'm going to buy 25 of all of them because it's such a good deal. I'm going to get more than I need. There's always this joke from one of my friends in college. We all thought he was crazy because when Costco or maybe it was Sam's Club would have like toilet paper in bulk on sale, we like walked into his apartment and he just had like 20 different mega packs of toilet paper. And we're like, dude, that's going to last you for like 5 years. And he's like, it was on sale. I saved money. People buy more than they need just because it's a good deal. And she spent $1,054 on shipping and handling at $10 or so per item that she purchased, a little bit over $10 per item for shipping and handling. See, it's all free, but she paid, all the money is built into the shipping and handling. It's a beautiful thing. Now, how am I getting orders like this? Let's do a store demo, and I'm going to show you a Shopify store. So my Shopify store is called Gear Grabber. Let's pull Gear Grabber up real fast. Now, this is one of my stores, and it's a generic store. We sell grandparent stuff, cat stuff, wine stuff, firefighter stuff, all that. It's all here, right? You can see here's this silver cat necklace. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about the free plus shipping model. See, they have their products on here completely free. Like you can go to their Shopify stores and you can just, everything you click on, it's all free. What I do is I hide my free products. You cannot find my products that are free unless you click on one of my advertisements, one of my ads, or you receive an email from me because you're on my email list and I sent you a special link, right? So if you look at this necklace that's $16.97, if I come back over here to my store, let's come over here to my store. Where is it? All right. And I click over here on my products. You will see that I have the same necklace here on my store completely free. All right. So here's the free version of the necklace. This is what I advertise in my ad. See, this is $0.00. What this does is it creates urgency. It builds trust. It brings value, and it increases your conversion rates because people come here and they say, oh crap, you know, this necklace is actually $17. Now I have the opportunity to get it for free. So you got to think like a marketer. And I teach my students and my trainings on my webinars and my eComm Success Academy course, I teach them how to think like a marketer, not how to just, point, click. You need to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, right? That's the key to becoming a real marketer. Now, how do I know these products sell? How do I know that these are good products? It's pretty simple. I developed a software that finds products for me, not just finds products, but it finds other people's products that they're having success with that have the sizzle effect, and then I just duplicate it. I'm not gonna dance around it. I'm not some innovator. I look at what's already succeeding, and then I just copy it and I do it bigger and better. How many of you in here like that idea though? Finding what's already working, finding something that's already crushing it, that already has a sizzle effect, and just duplicating that success rather than going to AliExpress and trying to play any, mini, miny, mo to choose which nurse necklace out of 2,000 different options. You can see 2,000 options here to see what works. You're going to lose money testing, trying to figure out what works, just what item works. What I do is I come into my software and I say, you know what, Facebook, I want to find a product in the nurse niche that's working. I want to find out what nurse necklace is working right now that's a free plus shipping offer that's live right now this month that has the sizzle effect this month. All right. And lo and behold, right here, you can see this is someone marketing that necklace we just looked at. Now, this one isn't crushing it. Look, it's only got 188 views and it's only got 1 share. All right, so nothing to ride home about. But these are all live ads. Now look at this one right here. All right, so this necklace right here has 25 comments, 147 shares, 368 likes. How many of you in here think that or would agree that this necklace is starting to have the sizzle effect? Just say yes if you think this is starting to have the sizzle effect. You don't know, you're not in the nursing niche, you're not a nurse, you don't know anything about nursing. Guess what? You don't have to. You just got to look at what other people are having success with. Just 11 hours ago, this girl shared this video right here. All right, 96 shares. So here's somebody that is marketing that same necklace, but look at this, 96 shares, 900 likes. So as I scroll down, you'll see, I mean, it's pretty clear what products are working because you're going to continue to see what's hot right here, right now, this month, as you look through here. Now, if you see a bunch of repetitive ads, that's a good thing. If you keep seeing the same thing over and over, what does that mean? That means that it's working. That means that it's popular. That means that it has a sizzle effect. Okay, well, you know what? You want to find something in the dog niche? Let's just type in dog. All right, as a matter of fact, let's type in a specific type of dog. Let's type in pug. All right, so pugs are really popular. All right, so if you want to start selling pug stuff, check this out right here. 135 comments, 89 shares, 1,000 likes for this little pug phone case that you could probably find on AliExpress. Pug watches, 188 views. That one's not that big right there. Here's another phone case. That one's not doing too hot. 59 shares. All right, so for some pug socks. I told you the socks do good. Look at that, 5,800 likes. Can you believe that? Think about that. You can find those right over on AliExpress. This little tea maker has 59 comments. So it's pretty clear on what's working, what's crushing it, and well, that's sad. I donate a lot of money to animal shelters, so I hate seeing stuff like that. Okay, so it's easy to find what's working in any niche. And then if you want to find the product that you're looking for, you go over to the AliExpress scraper and you type in something like pug socks, all right, hit search product. And what my software will do is it will start finding, there they are right here, all right, they're only $1.97, right, per the whole lot. And they have 98% feedback on AliExpress. So my software finds the product for you, it finds what's working and what has the best feedback and what has the best price, and then it sends you directly to that seller. So here's another pair. It's $1.60, okay? I click on it, boom. We're on AliExpress. We can start drop shipping these socks right here, right now, in less than 5 minutes on our Shopify store. So how many of you in here would agree that this software gives me a massive edge over everybody else? I mean, I'm able to see, people are doing all the hard work for me. I'm swooping in, I'm finding what's working, and then I'm duplicating it, and then I'm applying my strategies to this, right, that make it even that much better, right? So this X Factor software is not for sale. You cannot buy it, all right? So don't even ask in the chat box. I give it away free to my VIP students. That's the only way to get it, is to become an ESA VIP student. Now, what does that do for people? Well, I call it my X Factor sniper. What it does is it gives them a competitive advantage. Like Charles Green used the software and said, I just found gold with the sniper software from ESA. And he found products that went on to generate on $1,000 and $2,000. And he posted that in our private Facebook group. Now, this is Jeffrey from Australia. He did $100,000 in 3 months. He filmed me a video, but I'm not even going to show it to you because, I mean, I've got a lot of videos, and we're actually a little bit behind on time. So I have a lot of students that have had phenomenal results. That's all you need to know. Step number 3 is Facebook ads, Facebook intelligent ads. Write that down, Facebook intelligent ads. What I'm doing is I am creating ads that leverage Facebook intelligence, whereby I don't have to worry about crazy targeting ninja techniques. And when I was helping Anik with his Facebook ads and Andrea with her Facebook ads, and I've helped a lot of people with their Facebook ads, the biggest thing that they couldn't comprehend at first was that I do zero targeting. That I literally say, you ever heard the term, let Jesus take the wheel, right? I just let Facebook take the wheel. I say, Facebook, you're smarter than me. Facebook, you're better than me. Facebook, you know your users way better than I do. You take the wheel. You drive this campaign. I'm going to put it in your hands. And that's what I do. When you build a Facebook ad, you see where that arrow is? They're going to say, what's your goal? What do you want to do with your ad? You want to promote your page? You want to get video views? What do you want to do? And I say, I want conversions to my website. That's it. That's the only button you should click. That you should never click any other button on here if you want sales than this one, right here where the red arrow is. All right, you heard it here. All right, and what that does is it says, Facebook, I'm not going to do any crazy targeting, all right? I'm going to let you optimize my ad for me. How many of you in here would like for Facebook and their algorithm, their system, to optimize your ad for you without you having to do any crazy stuff? Just say me, or Facebook, or FB, or intelligence, all right, in the chat box. Very, very good. And this is an example of a Facebook intelligent ad. So This ad has a ton of scalability. You see it going up, 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 up. You don't see the up and down, up and down, up and down. What you're seeing right now, when you're looking at this ad, is this right here. You're seeing that scalability, all right? See where it says 0 targeting right here, and then it shows the scale, and then it says Facebook intelligence, all right? Now look at what other people's businesses do. All right, they go up and then they crash and burn and then they're broke again. Mine continue to rise and rise, and every ad eventually, right, fizzles out. The key is getting it going as long as you possibly can. Some of my ads have been running for over a year. All right, it's crazy, but that's what's happening right here. You see that scalability, and over here in the green box it says bidding and optimization, optimize for conversions. The targeting. I want you to look very, very, very closely at this targeting. Okay, the targeting is 0. There's no targeting. I'm hitting everybody in the United States of America that's over 18 years old. That is right here where this blue arrow is, 120 million people. Now, I spent $3,600 on ads over time from February 21st to when I took the screenshot in May to $9,900. $3,600 to $9,900. That's 178% ROI before product cost. So I like to be honest, all right? There's product cost in there. We sold 500 products, probably about $2 to $3 per product or so. So you could tack another $1,500 or so in product cost on there. That puts us at $5,000. That's still almost 100% return on investment. How many of you in here would like to have ads like this? Ads that have 0 targeting that generate very high return on investment. Just type in ROI in the chat box, because that's what I do. All right, I set up ads just like that. It takes about 9 minutes. I teach my students how to set up ads like that and start with that $5 a day budget that we talked about earlier. And we do it through what's called the 4 phases of targeting. All right, the 4 phases. This is a proprietary strategy that I teach, and it's self-developed, and it's simple. It's simple to apply. It's just the specific way that I do it. All right, and if you do it right, the goal is that you have profitable campaigns with 0 targeting. Now, it's not guaranteed, all right? So I can't say, oh, if you do this, it's guaranteed 0 targeting is going to give you profitable ads. Some win, some lose, but the winners are freaking massive, all right? And this is how I get Facebook to force feed buyers to my ads. See, Facebook is so smart that it follows people when they click your ad. It follows them to your website. It sees what products they add to their shopping cart. It even can tell when people buy something. So Facebook is a machine that's always learning. And it's learning who your buyers are. It's learning who's clicking your ad, who's buying, and who's not buying. And it starts looking for the buyers. It starts optimizing for you. And that's why I'm getting results over here, like $3,000 to make 9, 7 to make 15, 4 to make 10, 6 to make 15, 10 to make 19. I mean, you can see my ad spend and the money that I'm making. I'm not hiding anything. I mean, that would be ridiculous. I mean, if somebody's hiding their ad spend, then you probably should question if they actually generated a profit. It's pretty clear from my ads that I'm doing very well. So does Facebook intelligence work? Well, Nikos, he's gone over to do $1 million, but look, he started as a brand spanking new student. You can see right here, he posted in our group in June 27, 2016. He said, guys, Facebook intelligence is kicking in. Thanks, Adrian. And he made his first $1,000. Now he's over $1 million in sales. Why? Because let's go back over here to my whiteboard. Remember that I said I target broad audiences. Broad audiences, big deal, right? So broad audiences, if you look right here, look at the audiences that I'm targeting. 168 million people, 22 million people, 10 million people, 49 million people, 4 million people. Look at the money that's being earned versus spent. We have $1,500 to make $5,000, so on and so forth, so on and so forth. So what's great and what you need to understand about these particular ads is that they're absolutely destroying it to massive audiences, some of which have 0 targeting and that have the ability to scale and run for a very long time. And that brings us to this slide. You want ads that are very easy to scale. Write this down. Go broad or go home. You want one simple Facebook ad campaign that could generate 6 figures. That is your goal, all right? One product, one ad campaign, 6 figures. You want to learn how to target massive audiences that buy, and you want profitable ads, consistent and long term. You don't want these up and down, one-hit wonders. You want to build a real business. How many of you in here want to build a business that gives you longevity, stability, security, something that has a value that you can sell, something that you can leave as a legacy, something that you can leave to your kids or your grandkids that are struggling, that you know good and well aren't going to be able to get a dang job when they get out of college, and that are going to be on a 9-to-5 grind, and they're going to be paying off their school loans until they're 60 years old, right? That's what's happening. But when you build a real business like this, it's like creating a legacy. I know I can certainly leave mine to my family. All right, here's another student from the UK that did 100K in 90 days. I'm not even going to show his video because we're behind, but here is a campaign of mine, one simple product that did over $700,000 in sales. Look at this. I had started the ad all the way back in October 2015, and then I took the screenshot in 2017, and you can see the ad was still going, $700,000. Now, there's a lot of different 17 campaigns in here because we're marketing in Australia. We're going to market in New Zealand, UK, Norway, Switzerland, Sweden, UK, Canada, United States, all over the world. And guys, this is how we're building the store up to millions and millions and millions of dollars. That, by the way, that's my niche store to the right that crashed and burned, and to the left is my flexible store. These are screenshots from January and November, so they're a little bit older. And we're over $5 million now, easy. All right, so step number 4 is you've got to optimize all of this money, all of these customers that you're generating. Boom, boom, boom. Start sitting them with emails. You've got to start hitting them with emails. I don't want to hit on that too much because I know Anik is a master email marketer, and he's already taught you how important email marketing is, but it is the most vital piece of the puzzle, and most people leave it out. As a matter of fact, Amazon doesn't give sellers their email addresses. eBay doesn't give sellers their email addresses. They just don't do it. They don't allow you that information. It's valuable, right? So Shopify allows me all of my customer emails. As a matter of fact, Shopify is so nice, they will automatically put my customer emails into an email list for me. You just connect a free little app and boom, it all goes into an email list for you, and you can start doing email marketing. And this is how we're able to earn upwards of $10,000, $20,000 a week just by sending emails. We could turn all of our ads off, and we could continue to make money just with the email list we built. The email list is valuable if you ever want to sell your business. If you have an email, then you're able to go in and you're able to sell. If you're able to sell the business for more money because you have that email list. All right, so moving forward here. All right, here are some of my email list. You've got my big list, 350,000 people. My smaller list, 58,000 people. That's that niche store. So we got over 400,000 people on our email list, and that's a little bit older screenshot too. Look at the results that they give us. So you've got email promotions that do 16 grand, 17 grand. By the way, how many of you in here would like to have the exact email marketing template that I use for my e-commerce store? Just say 17K in the chat box. Because in eComm Success Academy, in my training, I give my students legitimately the exact template that I use to send my emails, that's been tried, tested, proven, that actually works, right? That way you don't waste money, sending emails that suck. All right, so here's my smaller store. That one does $3 and $4 grand every time we send the email. We're able to do upwards of $250,000 every half year. If our email list is destroying it, we're pushing in solid products, and we're doing everything the right way, we're doing some really big numbers. Here's another testimony of mine. He's not a 6-figure student. At this point, he's only been in my training for a couple of days, but he was already making a couple $100 a day and building an email list. He did a video. I'm not going to show it because we're behind. $2.4 million e-commerce plan. So we're using Shopify for e-commerce. We have 0 inventory. We never see, touch, or ship products. All right, we're selling passion products. We're letting Facebook do most of the work for us. We're creating buying frenzies with free plus shipping. We're building a massive email list, and we're running ads with a freaking $5 per day budget. Not so. All right, and this is the formula. So you can see it in a visual chart. Identify a passion, identify a product, use my 4 phases of Facebook targeting, and then do your retargeting ads, email marketing, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Now, what do students think about this formula? Everything I've gone over so far, I drew it on my white pad. I showed you the slides. What do they think of all this? Well, Jeffrey Ross made a post in our group earlier. He says, when I started this journey, my wife and I were $30,000 in debt. I was on disability, and we didn't really know what we were doing. We were just trying to get by. He said 4.5 months later, we're now totally debt-free. We now have a business that's supporting us. We're looking to buy our first house in the next 6 months. And he said, thanks to the ESA course, he did $500,000 in sales in 4.5 months, y'all. I mean, most people dream just to be debt-free. Most people dream of waking up in the morning and not hearing their phone ring from credit collectors. This guy went from $30,000 in debt because he was willing to commit. He was willing to do whatever it took. He was willing to focus on something that he felt like and believed in would work. And now he's got a business that's done over $500,000. At this point, he's done much more. All right. Then you've got Harriet Burrow here. She's doing $6,000, $7,000 a day in one single tiny little product niche. And you can see what she says. Thanks, Adrienne Morrison. She's one of my students. We've got Denny Santoso, who did $3,700 in a single day. And he says, thanks to the eComm Success Academy. My students call it ESA. Thanks to the ESA course. You've got there's a $154 order that just popped in, just at the top right of the screen. Gotta love that. Reza says, following the ESA course, I was able to generate $10,000 in sales in a month, right? That was one of his first months to actually get started. Then you've got Yi Shern here. Says, I subscribed to many courses and I was skeptical about them, but Adrian changed my mind. He made $6,000 and it looks like about his first week. You've got Austin over here who made his first $500 within 10 days. You've got Juan over here who says, I'm barely getting started. This is my second month. I made $5,000 already. You got Kathy over here that gets bummed if she only makes $600 a day. She did over $27,000. You know, she went on to talk to me and tell me that she used the money to pay for her son's college tuition and to help her daughter pay for the wedding of her dreams. So I talk to my students, I listen to them, I love listening to their earnings reports and their stories. Everybody's got a story, you know? And Kathy said the first bunch of money that she made went to paying for her son's college and paying for her daughter's wedding, something that she didn't think she was gonna be able to do. And that's a life changer right there. Not a game changer, a life changer. Then you've got Julius here, who was in the hospital. He's not the only student of mine that did this in the hospital, but he says, Adrian, I can't thank you enough. I was very scary, life-threatening situation, and I was able to make money from the hospital bed. And he sent us in some pictures. He made $1,000 while he was in the hospital. Wires hooked up to him. He had all sorts of problems. He was in pain. But instead of eating Jell-O and watching, what do they call them, soap operas on television and feeling bad all day, he opened up his laptop, he took my training, and he started building a business. Harriet over here went on to do $700,000, my bad, in 6 months. I flew her down the Mississippi just to hang out because I like to chill with my students. When I see my students excelling, I want to hang out. I don't want to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. I enjoy surrounding myself with doers. Frank Giovanni, $50,000. I've got a lot of these. All right, so I want to show you something. I mean, why am I showing you this right now? Like, why am I showing you so many freaking earnings reports? It's because of this guy right here. This guy, Charles Green, a student of mine, he posted in our group, said, I was reluctant to take this whole ESA thing seriously until I saw another student earn $22,000. I congratulated him. And then he said, yo, Charles Green, it's your turn. Charles went on to earn $30,000 in a single month. See, he almost didn't do it. He almost said, oh, this is another thing. It's a crap, it's a scam, it doesn't work, or, this is fake and I can't do this, or I've got every excuse in the book, yada, yada, yada. But one of my students challenged him. I didn't even know this happened. So he started doing it and he did 30 grand. Now, if he had have ignored me, he had ignored my training, that would have cost him $30,000. That's a big mistake to make. So the question is, do you believe right now, right here, tonight, that this is the strategy? This is the time. I'm the guy that could teach you how to do this. Do you believe that it is your turn to finally have success. And that might not be hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. It might just be freaking making your first $100. It might be making your first sale, but you know, and you feel it, that this is it. So many other people are having success, and so many other people out there don't even know this exists, and they're missing out. You should not be one of them. And that brings us to eComm Success Academy, the training that my students have been able to go through. This is the training, the logo you see on the screen, that has changed so many lives and done over $10 million in earnings reports. And I'm lowballing our earnings reports there just because I don't know the exact number, but it's well over 10 million. So that being said, what I want to do is I just want to go in and I want to show y'all some of eComm Success Academy, because this is the course right here. And eComm Success Academy is it's literally the #1 e-commerce course. If you want to learn e-commerce, drop shipping, and you want to learn Facebook ads in general, this is it. Like Anik, when he said, Adrian, you know, I'm doing these Facebook ads and stuff, not even for his e-comm business, I said, Anik, go into eComm Success Academy, click on the Facebook menu, and follow those strategies, because it doesn't matter what you're marketing. If you follow, this is a Facebook course, and it doesn't matter what you're marketing. All of these strategies are applicable to any business, social media agencies, e-commerce businesses, digital products. Marketing is marketing. But we've got Shopify in here, how to get your store started, where to go to source products, and how to find the best products and my top vendors. Now, I actually got everything color coded. Email marketing, we've got my $17,000 template in here. So these aren't like 3-minute tutorials either. Like some of these videos are 30 minutes long because I'm actually working. Like I work and I film it, and then I let you see how I work, and I just explain everything that I'm doing. They're not tutorial videos. They're actual over-the-shoulder trainings of me creating ads and showing you how to do all of this stuff. I mean, this course right here has so much value packed in it. I mean, each one of these tabs could be its own course. This could be a $3,000 course. Sourcing products, probably about a $1,500 course. The Facebook course is worth over 10 grand. Anik offered me $20,000 just to come down to my condo in Florida for 2 days to get some of my time for Facebook. I think it was $20,000, maybe a 10. I think it was 20. Either way, he offered me a lot of money, and I said, dude, just log into ESA. You're going to get more out of this than anything else that you possibly could learn from me in person. So that being said, how many of you in here right now are super excited? You want to see everything that's inside eComm Success Academy. You want me to walk through the training in depth, and you want me to show you how you can get started. Go ahead and say, let's go. Because I'm about to walk you through everything about ESA, the training, the mentorship, the coaching, the motivation, the support, the knowledge, the potential, the guidance that you need and that maybe you lack in this particular space that can help you get to where you want to be. And it all starts with Shopify Mastery, the over-the-shoulder trainings that show you how to set up your store, set up drop shipping, make your store just like mine. You want to duplicate the exact way that I build my Shopify store. That's what you need to do. This course right here, easy. Just this setup course was worth over $1,000 without a doubt. All right, that's just the first part. Product sourcery, another very valuable part of the course. This shows you how to find passion products, how to identify the sizzle effect, how to come up with products that convert at a very high rate without having to do a bunch of testing or anything like that. I give you access to my Sizzle Sniper software completely free. I don't charge you for it. There's no hidden fee for it. I just give it to you free because, hey, if you're doing this, you need it. Let's be honest. You don't need to do any money mo. You need to find out fast what's working, and you need to jump on it immediately while it's hot. All right, Facebook Ads Mastery. This is worth unbelievable amounts of money, and if that's not just my opinion, that is so many other people's opinion out there. It's everything that's in my brain is right here, and it's all over the shoulder, step-by-step training, all the way from setting up your very first, even if you don't have a Facebook account, I show you how to set up your first Facebook account. I tell you exactly what you should write in your ads. You don't have to think about, oh, what do I write? I'm not a copywriter. No, you're going to copy exactly what I tell you to put in the ads. You can twist it if you want to some, but I show you what I do, right? What's working. And then I say, here you go, copy this. The 4 phases of targeting is in there. When to kill your ads, when to scale them. This is a multi-7-figure Facebook Marketing Blueprint designed by me to teach complete beginners who have zero knowledge, never made a Facebook ad before, and an over-the-shoulder experience, how to crush it and build Facebook ads in less than 9 minutes. You got Alpha Email Mastery. Now this goes over my $17,000 email template. I put $16,000 in there because sometimes when I'm talking about money, I like to go lower than it really is just because. But $16,000 converting email template, my 3-day schedule, my entire $500,000 per year email marketing blueprint. You've got Automation Mastery. This is going to teach you how to hire virtual assistants in the future. You don't need this right now, but I give it to you anyways. Kind of as a bonus. And if you want to, you can hire virtual assistants to do all the work for you. I don't do anything anymore. I have people that do it for me. I gave them my formula. I said, here's the strategy. Here's how it works. Go do it. And now I just kind of oversee and navigate, but I teach you that strategy. I teach you how to build your business to where you can actually sell it. Not where you just make a bunch of money real fast, but you, at the end of the day, if you ever want to sell it, you ever want to cash out, you ever want to retire, you can sell your e-commerce store. You can't do that with many other things. But e-commerce stores are something everybody wants. Retailers are going out of business all over the place. Massive retailers that have been in business for decades. They're wiping off the face of the earth in their physical buildings because e-commerce is doing that to them. It's taking all the customers. This is what my strategy goes over. Starting your store, building Facebook ads, finding the right products, earning money with email marketing. All right, now, when you get started with eComm Success Academy, you're going to get a couple of bonuses, all right? Bonus number 1 is for the first time ever, Shopify has sponsored a contest for a training. Now, they're a public company. They have a massive legal team. Like, you can't just be putting their logo anywhere and stuff like that. That'll get you in trouble, right? But I have a very great relationship with them because I'm a top seller. And they know that I'm training students. They know that my students are having success. And they see the results because I refer my students to them. And they said, we're so excited about what you're doing and you're referring people to us. You're teaching them not just how to sign up, but how to actually get started and generate sales. We want to sponsor a contest for your top 3 earners. So you get your top 3 students at the end of the year and the ones that have earned the most money that you feel have excelled. And we're going to pay on Shopify's dime. They're going to pay to fly the students out to their facility, to their headquarters. You're going to spend an entire day with me getting one-on-one training and a full tour hanging out in the Shopify office. That's something they offered to me as a bonus for my top 3 earning students this year, and they're excited about it, so am I. How many of you in here would like to be one of those top 3 ESA students that visits me at Shopify, gets the tour, and gets some one-on-one training for the day? Awesome. All right, bonus number 2. My X Factor software, you can't buy this anywhere. It's not for sale. It's only for my eComm Success Academy students. This is a software that I use for the competitive advantage. It's actually an unfair advantage because other people spend their money. They do all the hard work figuring out what doesn't work. And when they find out what does work, guess what I do? I swoop in, I find it, and then I just start out of the gate with what's working right now without the any, mini, money, mo game. That's what I do. That's what my students do. And that's what you should be doing as well. This is worth thousands of dollars. I'm giving it away completely free with my ESA course. All right, bonus number 3, every Tuesday night, I do Profit Power Hour webinars with my students every single week. As a matter of fact, I will show you something real fast in regards to that. I think I have my members area up for the Profit Power Hours somewhere. Actually, no, it's over here in Google. All right, so in the Profit Power Hour members area, if you go to archive trainings, you can see every single week I do webinars for my students, meat and potatoes trainings. And it goes all the way back to 2015. This is a bonus that I'm giving to my students that enroll tonight. Weekly webinars with me, no hidden costs, no hidden agenda, no sales pitches every week. It's meat and potatoes training because you need it. Let's be honest. You can't just learn something and then use the same thing forever. You need continued education. I don't believe you should always have to pay for that education, though. I believe that if you become a VIP student of mine, you should get on my webinars every week completely free with no hidden costs, no monthly fee, and learn more. Learn how to evolve with marketing so you continue to be successful. Bonus number 4 is my Friends with Benefits discount. I'm going to introduce you to one of my top vendors. Matter of fact, I'll show you that top vendor right now. Over here in Shopify, I had them pulled up. This is a vendor here where I get all of my shirts from, coffee mugs, phone cases, pillow cases, accessories, stickers, yoga mats, this vendor right here. And they are so excited about me training people how to have success with e-commerce. They're willing to give my students a discount on products that they don't offer to anybody else. That means your cost on the products for the drop shipping is going to be less than anybody else. Now, that's not on every single product they have. It's specific products, but it's an advantage over anybody else that's just now getting started, or even advanced guys that are in there crushing it. They don't get those discounts. But it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. You know me, you know some of my friends, you get benefits. All right, so everything in eComm Success Academy I just went over. The Facebook training, the Shopify training, the email training, the blueprint, the step-by-step over-the-shoulder stuff here, all the bonuses, the earners contest, the sizzle effect software, the weekly webinars for continued education that are not sales pitches, they're meat and potatoes. All right, my friends with benefits discount, all of that's available tonight to Onyx students. I have people on my Facebook page asking me right now, if you were to go to my Facebook fan page, you would see people ask me, is ESA still open? Is ESA still open? And I ignore them, because we open up and we close down. All right, we open back up when we want more students and we can handle it and we want to start fresh again, and we shut down. Onyx made a special request that I come on here and I open up ESA for y'all. His link is right there, startesa.com/learn. It's a one-time investment of $2,495. There's no upsells in there. There's no monthly fee. There's nothing else that you're going to get in and you're going to see that you have to buy in order to do this. I mean, we're going to tell you, hey, you need to sign up for Shopify. So you got to start your Shopify store, and you're going to need to do some Facebook. That's it, right? And that's pretty much it, right? And you can build upon that. So startesa.com/learn, and we've got some fast action bonuses. Last week I think we did 40 fast action bonuses, and we filled every single bonus up. Anik asked me to come on here and do an encore. So I'm going to give away 25. Last week I upped it to 40, but I'm not doing that this week. I'm doing it at 25, all right, because I've already given away enough. Fast action bonus number 1 is 4 of my top producing products, all right? $1.2 million in sales with these products. And I'm only giving this to the first 25 people that get enrolled right here, right now, tonight, all right? If we don't have 25 people enroll, well then, there'll be some left over. But these are 4 campaigns that I destroyed it with that I'm still marketing these products. Campaign number 1 sold over 70,000 units. I sold 70,000. Look at this. See where it says product giveaway right here on the first line? That's a free plus shipping offer. 69,000 of them at free plus shipping. That's why it says $0, because that's gross sales. It's not shipping income. 69,000 sales. It's over $700,000 in sales with this one product right here. That's that campaign I showed you earlier, by the way, in Facebook that had $700,000. I'm giving that away to the first 25 students to get enrolled. Then we've got campaign number 2, done over 20,000 units with this campaign. I'm giving you the exact product. Literally, I'm even going to talk to you about how to do the targeting. I'm going to talk to you about how to write your ad. All of that is included in this bonus. Number 3 is 17,000 units sold on this product. This is tried, it's tested, it's proven. These are things that are still for sale in my Shopify store. Right? There's still items that are good, not stuff I used to do, but stuff that I'm still doing. 17,000 units sold on that one, 9,000 on this one. That's about $90,000 in sales. So remember, I do about $10 for shipping and handling. So just take that number, multiply it times 10, and that's around what this campaign has produced. All right, so the first fast action bonus for the first 25 people are going to get access to my top 4 personal campaigns. You're going to get access to the ad copy that I suggest you use. So I'm not just going to say, hey, here's the product. I'm actually going to show you how you should be writing the ad. I'm going to show you exactly how to go through the targeting so you make sure that your ad is done properly out of the gate. This is the best way to turbocharge your store. Listen, you can go out there and you can do any, mini, money, mo. You can choose products and you can try to hope and pray that those products work. Or you could say, hey, my odds are going to be way better if I take Adrian's campaigns that have produced over $1 million and I take those products and I start with those. Now, I want to be clear. Is there a guarantee that you are going to Is there a guarantee that you're going to make $1 million with these campaigns? I'm just going to say this bluntly. Hell no. There's not. There's no guarantee. As a matter of fact, let me put it this way. You're not going to make $1 million with these 4 campaigns. That's safer to say. But what is safe to say is that your odds are much better looking at something that I've done that's worked, that's produced $1 million, and then going and doing something by yourself. How many of you in here agree with me on that? Just say yes and appreciate the honesty. Yes, you could definitely generate sales from these. Yes, everybody's results is going to be different. The key, though, is learning how I generated $1.2 million with these. The ads, the images, the targeting, it's all there for you. It's the formula, all right? And you can go duplicate that and get your own results with it. That's fast action bonus number 1. Now, fast action bonus number 2. This bonus right here is epic. I personally invested $50,000 in this bonus for my students only. You know, I came over here and I showed you those t-shirts and the purses and the hoodies and all that stuff. Well, where do you think I get the artwork to put on those? I get the artwork from Art Licensing. This is the largest licensing company in the country, and they have over 120,000 images from famous and up-and-coming artists. And I take their images and I put them on my shirts. I have licensing rights to sell this artwork and print it on products. Now, that being said, that's not free. It costs money. I had to pay. As a matter of fact, just last week, I sent them $10,000 for myself to get access to one artist. Okay? And I said, I want my students to be able to have access to artwork too, but my students probably can't afford $10,000 and $15,000 licensing fees. So I said, Matt, he's the guy that I work with. He's the founder of Art Licensing. I said, what if I got my students to start selling your licensed artwork from all of your artists? What if I gave them that opportunity? Because it's not fair for me to sit up here on this webinar and tell you that I'm giving you everything that I'm making money with and hold this back. And Matt said, no way. They can only use the art if they pay the $10,000 licensing fee. And I said, well, they can't afford that. What if I just paid you 50 grand and I said, just give them access? But I don't give everybody access to it. I limit how many people get access. There's a ceiling to it. And he agreed. So you can see right there in the bottom left, I wired their company $50,000 for my students, not for me. I have my own contract with them. I've already given them lots of money myself. But so my students, just like you, could get access to this artwork and you could start benefiting from it where there's zero competition. Look where it says territory. Art Licensing grants, Media M, that's my company, worldwide territory on these products, on this artwork, 120,000 images or so on all e-commerce platforms. Nobody else can come in here and get access to this stuff but my students. Now, what does that artwork look like? Well, I have it pulled up right here. Here's some of the artists. I mean, they've got all sorts of really amazing art, and all I do is I copy and paste it and I put it on products. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm earning big bucks taking artwork from this company and then putting it on print-on-demand items on my Shopify store and selling it. I mean, they have stuff from like Marilyn Monroe. They have stuff from like Iron Man, Ferrari. Look at this. Statue of Liberty. Looks like Beauty and the, I don't know if that's Beauty and the Beast. It was something. They have just some amazing graphics. And this is actually a pretty famous artist right here. Einstein, Michael Jackson, Mickey Mouse. I mean, this is nutso. You can't get access to this stuff without licensing. It's impossible. This is licensed artwork. You can't just use a celebrity's likeness unless you have licensing for it. Look, the Joker, right? So this is something I paid $50,000 for to get my students access to the artists and the artwork on Art Licensing. And there's only like 3 or 4 artists on here that other people have exclusives on, or it might be a couple more that, you know, they say someone has an exclusive on, but there's amazing, amazing, amazing art in here. So we'll touch more on that in just a little bit. And let's see here. Wow, we're already down to 18 spots. Wow, so we've already gone through, it looks like 7 signups already. That link is startesa.com/learn. Go to that link right now. We've already had 7 new students get enrolled. Congrats to those students. I'll call your names out here in just a minute. I want to
Hey, Adrian.
Yes.
I just want to chime in and I want to talk to everyone real quick because, first of all, we have our bonuses too. So guys, I'm giving you a report. I'm giving you a product that's literally going to give you the 50 top converting products that we picked out. So my wife and I sat down with our team, a couple people, and got it checked by people like Adrian and a couple of other really big e-com guys. And we first created it just for ourselves. Okay. We literally put it together. It was just a big list of Excel file where these were 50 products that we were going to start to sell. And then quickly my wife realized, she's like, I can't possibly sell all these. I'm so busy with my stores already. And so what we did is we released it, but I'm going to give that to you. This is your only opportunity. I'm giving you a chance right now to get that. Okay. I'm giving you a chance right now to get that free, absolutely free. So that means you come in with 50 free products that we did our research, we've signed our name to, and it's just for you guys and only for now. All right. Only for now. Next. All right. Next, I'm going to give you a really amazing Facebook boot camp that we did, both Adrian and myself. Think about the power that was in that. Over the last year and few months, I've done over $3 million in investment on Facebook, and Adrian's probably done the same amount, if not more. And imagine we were basically shooting the shit about exactly how to run Facebook, and we put that's available to you for free. We recorded that boot camp, but we don't give it away to anybody. And I'm going to make that available right now. I am putting my best foot forward for you right now, but I'm going to limit it as well to the 25 students. And then I hope you realize today's it. This is the last webinar. This is the last part of our eComm workshop. We are done after this and we're moving forward. So this is your opportunity if you want to start working with Adrian. And I can't possibly tell you more confidently that this is the right place to be for you, because Adrian is someone I trusted with my own wife. Guys, what more credibility endorsement would you possibly want? Imagine the most important person in my life, I handed over to Adrian and said, please coach and guide her. I trust you to show her how to do this. Because I didn't know how to do e-commerce. And if my wife ever wanted to do digital publishing or email marketing, I'm in. I can help her. But she wanted to do e-commerce, and I looked for the best. You can imagine, right? With all the contacts I have, I've been doing this for 15 years. I pretty much can speed dial anybody in the industry. And I didn't even think, as a matter of fact, the story is so funny. I don't even know if you know this, Adrian, but we were actually sitting at a restaurant. My wife and I were sitting at a restaurant, and she had been living in the country for over a year. She had just moved to the U.S. when we got married. I met her in India, and she was, her whole family is there. And so she was kind of like, what do I do? I used to have this great career. I was one of the higher ups in a company and now what do I do? And she did a lot of soul searching. And that day at dinner, she told me, she said, I think I know what I want to do. And I said, what is that? She said, I want to do e-commerce. And I remember looking at her and I said, are you serious? And she said, yeah. I was like, are you really serious? Is this what you want? And she's like, yes. And I started laughing to myself in my head. I'm like, of course she picked the one thing I don't know anything about that I can't help on. But within about 50 seconds, I was speed dialing Adrian. I actually left the restaurant. I walked out and I knew exactly the person I needed to call. And sure enough, he took her right under his wing. And within just a couple of weeks, her store was up, running, making money, generating revenue. Within 90 days of that, you saw she had done over $100,000 in sales. I still remember the first day she hit over $3,000 processed in one day. We were actually in LA. I was at a class in LA. She was with me. She was just working from the hotel. And she messages me halfway through the day. And she's like, she literally said, I did it. We crossed over 3,000. I remember I left the class halfway through the day. We were that excited. But I want you to take this and internalize it and think to yourself how much faith I have in this system and in what he's offering you right now, that I was able to I put my own wife into it. I gave it to my own wife and I said, this is what you need to do. So right now, that's it. This is the last opportunity. I cannot give you a more glowing endorsement. I'm telling you this. If you want to learn e-comm, this is your moment. I'm going to throw in that 50 product report for you for free. I'm also going to throw in the Facebook bootcamp. All you have to do is forward the receipt that you get after you join to support@lurn.com, and our team will take care of you. All right, but that's it. It's done today. Right here, it's going to be over once we hit that seat max. So, Adrian, I just want to say thank you again, and I'm back to you, man. I know you've got more to share. I want to hear it, but I take every opportunity I can get to thank you for what you did and just to tell everybody just how amazing and fortunate they are to have this chance to work with you.
I appreciate that, Anik. And, it's awesome when guys like you and gals as well come to me and say, hey, teach me Facebook, right? I mean, because it's coming from somebody who was struggling when I was 23, 24 years old. I didn't know what to do with my life. I was an F and I was a D student. I had no idea how to do internet marketing. I'm not like a techie type of guy. I literally, less than 10 years ago, thought that I was going to be broke my entire life. That's what I thought. And now I'm on top of the world, right? At least I feel like I am. And I'm destroying it with massive numbers. And it's just, and I'm teaching people how to do it as well, which is something else I wanted to bring up, because in those fast action bonuses, which by the way, we had 18 a second ago, but since then we have had Ian and Moonstenseer come in. So that puts us at, what is that, 16? 16 fast action bonuses. So we have, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Another bonus that we're doing as the fast action bonuses. So in 2017, when we officially launched eComm Success Academy, we did a 30-day intensive boot camp, a 7-day-a-week training for our students, okay? And what we did is we recorded that. We brought in 7- and 8-figure marketers every week. And they're not, once again, it's meat and potatoes training. We're building stores. We're finding products. We're building Facebook campaigns. We're doing everything that we need to do to show students how to truly succeed. And we're going to include that. We're going to include the recordings of these trainings. As a matter of fact, when you get into eComm Success Academy, if you go to the members area, if you're one of the next 16 people, and you come over here to where ESA is, and you click on bonus trainings, if you are qualifying for the bonus and you log in, you should see this little bonus tab down here. And the bonus tab will show the daily live coaching, week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. You'll see the Sizzle Sniper. You'll see the $1.2 million worth of case studies. All right. And you can come over here and say, all right, week number 2. Adrian teaches us how to build 2 Facebook campaigns, not just campaigns that suck, but campaigns that are utilizing products that he knows actually work. So you'll see this hour and 20-minute over-the-shoulder series of us going together through building a Facebook campaign, all the way to building the ad, all the way to selecting the right targeting. I mean, this is full-fledged training right here. And this is why students got insane results, because we went over this training. And if you want to take a look at what some of the students think about that 30-day coaching series that we did, that our next 16 students are going to get access to, is this is my Facebook page, but I had them leave comments on here. And I'm just going to zoom in real fast to these comments. And we have over, what is this? It was like 300, 400 comments, but you'll see here that it says, love the training. We've got, you're a genuine trainer and understand what students should be trained on step by step. Informative session, easy to follow. Thanks for doing these great live trainings. Absolutely fantastic. Super great. I love ESA. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Today's live was once again epic. His teachings and approach is absolutely amazing. Look, these are real people live on my page coming in here, leaving comments just on this bonus that I'm giving. This is just on the bonus of the 30 days of live coaching sessions that I did, that I'm going to give you access to if you're one of the next 16 people. And you can see I just scroll down and down and down. And I mean, it's just nothing but good words. And if there was any bad stuff, you would see 3 little dots, because when you hide a comment, it shows 3 little dots. You don't see that because my students love the training that they're getting access to. But that's only for the URLs at the bottom of the screen. See it, startesa.com/learn. That's for the next 16 people. Let me just do a quick countdown. We just had Ronald Hoy come in. So now that's 15 students that get in now are going to have access to this extra bonus right here. And why I have this pulled up, all right, I want to go over a couple of things. I want to show you some other very recent student success stories. I showed you this is over $10 million in earnings reports from my students. So you can see here $730,000 in sales from Denny right here. We've got $110,000 in sales. 96 grand. All students are working at a different pace. So if you're brand spanking new, there's Charles Green. He's the guy that almost didn't do this. He did over $200,000 at this point. He says ESA is a secret. If you're brand spanking new and you've never done this before, so are most of these people right here. Oh, look at this. Sam Caboodle here says, thanks, Adrian and team, for all of the support in ESA. The additional 1 hour every day for 4 weeks was awesome and really helped us kick off this venture. That's that bonus I was just talking about. Crush It 2017, Never Give Up, $373,000 in sales. That's the type of value that I'm bringing to my students. You've got Darnell here, that's over $7,000. You've got Kevin Allen here, who is fighting cancer, but while he's doing that in the hospital and he's getting his treatments, guess what he's doing? He's crushing it with eComm Success Academy on his Shopify store. So you're going to get access to this group, by the way, with 11,000 of my VIP members in it. Brian here ended up doing over $100,000 in sales, and he says, ESA, military life. Thanks, Adrian Morrison. All right, so you've got all of these students making posts, $17,000, or what is that, $16,000. All right, you've got over here, Juan, who did his 50th sale. So just people that have made their first $1,000. Look, guys, the link is at the bottom of the screen. The fast action slots are running out. Brian, actually, I love this story. Brian said, between doing my full-time job and my eComm business, I managed to save enough money to buy this beauty for my soon-to-be fiance. Everybody has their reasons, right? Brian is a military, he's in the military, and he wanted to be able to afford a great engagement ring for the girl that he loves and the woman that he loves. With his earnings, you saw him a second ago, 100 grand. All right, he was able to go out and buy this beautiful engagement ring, and he actually Snapchatted me after his proposal and said, she said yes, and just said thanks to your trading. So, people are getting crazy, insane, beautiful results, and I'm not going to go through all of these, but there's just so many students in here that are doing so well. A lot of you are asking if we have support. Yes, we do in fact have support. We have a full support line. You can go in, you can email us, and if you go into eComm Success Academy, there's a big support button at the top. We answer questions, and guess what? I personally answer tickets in there. I've answered well over 1,500 tickets myself. My project manager that runs my Shopify store answers the majority of the tickets, right? So it's people that run real Shopify stores that actually do this stuff. They're the support, not virtual assistants that have never done this before, that barely speak English. It's people that actually know what they're talking about, because that's the support you need. You don't need some random agent, right? What you need is somebody who knows what they're doing to answer your questions. There's unlimited support. It doesn't run out. There's no time limit. There's no extra fee for it. There's no upsells, none of that stuff. Now, a lot of you are asking about the payment plan, because last week we offered a payment plan, and that is still available. That is startesa.com/learnflex. You have to put the flex in the URL in order to get the payment plan. That's 3 payments of $997. All right, so it's a little bit more expensive. It makes way more sense to pay in full because you get a discount if you do that. But both URLs to both payment plans are on the screen. We now have, let me just double check on the orders here. We now have, it looks like, about 9 spots left, if I'm counting right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, we have about 9 fast action spots left. And listen, if you're looking at this right now and you're trying to choose between the payment plan versus the full pay, and you're saying, I don't know what to do, I really want my bonuses, so I want to pay in full. Well, guess what? I'm giving away all of the fast action bonuses no matter what payment plan you choose. It doesn't matter to me if you pay in full or if you choose the payment plan of $997 tonight and then 2 additional payments of another $997. I'm going to give you the fast action bonuses. But like Onyx said, this is your last chance. Like, this is your last opportunity to get in on ESA, to get access to these bonuses. And is this expensive? Yes, it is a higher priced training, because this training is so amazing, so value packed, that it produces, you saw the results that it's producing, right? I mean, my stuff ain't cheap. I'm just going to be honest with you and up front. I don't put out cheap stuff, all right? You're not going to find something for $37 from me like this on Facebook where I'm doing weekly webinars, Facebook groups, crazy over-the-shoulder trainings, and $2,500 for what you get. The value far surpasses anything I've ever seen. I mean, I know you've probably heard this before, but it is what it is. Look at what people are investing to go to college. I'll tell you, my college education costs my parents like $30,000 or $40,000. I was fortunate enough to have parents that could pay for my college, right? 30 or 40 grand. I went to history classes, English classes. I couldn't get into law school. I've got a history degree that I could do nothing with. But I got this $40,000 or whatever education. So many people across the planet invest in degrees that never pay off, right? You can see mine paying off right here in the top right corner of the screen. You've seen me make money all night long. So $2,500 for the investment, the support, the mentorship, the VIP access to the groups, the continued education. I personally feel like it's a freaking steal, and I know Anik does too. So just, you've got to make that decision. You've got to commit. You've got to focus. Hey, and if this isn't for you, that's okay. You don't have to do this. Everybody can make their own decision, and I'm certainly not going to beg anybody to get access to this opening right here, because I know that tons of people already would be killing to get in and have me open it up to their students. And you know, it's all up to you. Look, another $75 order just popped in. I love that. At the end of the day, you've got two ways that you could do this. You can do it the hard way. You can go try to do it by yourself. So Adrian, you gave me a lot of actionable content. Why shouldn't I just go and do this by myself and, you know, try to give it a go by myself? Well, let me tell you why. It's because when you go do it by yourself, you're going to do exactly what Andrea and Anik did when they did it by themselves. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to lose money. You're going to end up failing through trial and error. That's what you're going to fail your way to success. What sounds better? Failing your way to success, getting bumps, bruises, cuts, scars, you know, stress, hair pulling, wasted time, or going to that right path where the sun is bright and having somebody that is an expert in this particular field that's there, that offers the mentorship, that has the training and the tools and the proprietary software that spies and literally pulls other people's successful ads from Facebook, legally and ethically, of course, and just, you know, doing it the right way. Either way, no matter what path you take, guess what? You're going to invest $2,500. It doesn't matter what path you take. If you go do it yourself, you're going to blow $2,500 just screwing up, just figuring out what doesn't work. So in terms of logic, I tell my students that are debating on this, if you just want to, you know, blow $2,500 and learn it the hard way, that's fantastic. But logically speaking, why not take the same money, even though it's a little bit scarier up front, put it up front, invest in the training, the tools, and everything that's going to make life easier on you, because you know it's going to be invested anyways in ads and trial and error, and just get all of these other great benefits and all of these great access to groups and webinars that are going to further help you further your business and achieve your goals, hopefully at a faster pace. You know, that's the way you have to look at this. And some of you are asking, do we have to do this tonight? I think Anik already made that clear. I don't have ESA open all the time. It's just, we do private openings like this, and it is what it is. We open, we close, we open, we close. You need to do this tonight to get Anik's bonus, to get access to my bonuses. And in entrepreneurship, sometimes you get, you know, where you get on a webinar, or you're at a business meeting, or you're at a conference, and an opportunity presents itself, and it's right here, right now, or never. And you have to be strong enough as an entrepreneur to make that decision. You can call yourself an entrepreneur, but entrepreneurs are able to take fast action. Entrepreneurs are able to understand the risk versus reward mentality. And they also understand the difference between investing money and spending money. You spend money on cars, you spend money on food, you invest money in training, you invest money in software, stuff that can help your business grow and give you advantages that you didn't have before, stuff that can help you get to where you want to be. The support, look at this. Here's a student of mine, Teresa Garcia, says, invest in you, even if it is a stretch. Some of you in here might be saying, okay, but this is a lot of money and this is a big stretch for me, Adrian, which, by the way, let me just go ahead and real fast, I need to call out some of these names very, very quickly. We just had Imran Askar come in. Blaze Ornatowaski, Edward, no, that's Eduardo is something else. We've got Michelle Aberly. No, that was the name is already in there for. So it looks like we've had 3 more people come in. So we've got about, 5 or 6 fast action slots left. Teresa Garcia says, since I joined ESA back in June, I've been thinking my lucky stars. I didn't have the money to do it, but I was very hopeful and optimistic. So I bought it for myself as a birthday gift. There's a zillion excuses of why not to do something, but you've got to find that one excuse on why you should, and that's the one you should act on. She justified this by buying it as a birthday present, and that paid off big time for her. Premprea Pear has already done over 6 figures, I believe. You saw her in the earnings report on Facebook. And she says, this is newbie friendly. All right, she said, if you're a complete newbie, I just want to share, this is my first month in sales. She did $6 grand. I took about 2 to 3 weeks going through Adrian's ESA. My knowledge about marketing, sales, Facebook, 0. It was nothing. Everything I learned from ESA is all new to me. And she did $6,000 in her first month. So a lot of people have a reason for why they want to be successful and why they want to follow me and they want to get into e-commerce and they want to really take advantage of a blossoming, thriving model that online marketing is just inevitably, destroying the brick and mortar businesses. What is your why? Alex here says why he was going through, I think it was treatment for his daughter. I don't know if it was surgery or treatment. He was in the hospital with his daughter who had surgery from cancer, and he earned $500 while he was there. And he says, what is your real reason for wanting to make this work? If you chase money, you'll never succeed. You got to find that burning desire that makes you pop out of bed before the alarm every morning and stay up late to do whatever it takes to be successful. You know what? Not only did he make his first $500, but he went on to make his first $1,500. And then he went on to do over, he went on to do over $1,000 in a single day. That's what he did right here. $1,000 in a single day. Now, this guy went from his very first sale, all right, all the way to $1,500 a day. And he had that burning desire and he had that reason for why he wanted to do this. David Poon, you can see here, he got his first sale and he put it in our ESA group. And then over here, a month later, he did $13,000 in sales. Why? It's because of everything you see on the screen right now. It's because of the dedication, the time, the effort, the value that I deliver to my VIP students. I believe in serving my students, and I believe in giving you everything that I got without holding anything back. You invest in me, I'm going to invest in you. I invest my time, which is very valuable. I do these webinars every week like Anik does. And we go through whiteboard trainings. We build Facebook ads together. This is how I've been able to achieve all of these results with my students. And, you can go look. It's, all of the feedback is right here on Facebook. We have students left and right, like Jason right here. In November, he had a $50,000 day. He says, hello, everyone. I just achieved my first $50,000 day. Now, he's been in eComm Success Academy for a minute, right? He's been through the training, but he did $50,000 in a single day. April 18th, Burgess here posted their earnings report. They made $1.5 million off of $300,000 ad spend, right? So that's insane return on investment. Arthur here made a post, made $4,000 and on April 19th. In one day, $4,000. Now you take a look at the cost that these people invested in eComm Success Academy. They invested $2,500, just like a lot of you are doing right now. I can see students coming in. We're already down now to, it looks like 4 fast action bonuses. And look at the results that they're getting. Now, everybody works their own pace. Everybody gets different results. Not everybody that's gotten an ESA has generated a sale. Some people take action. Some people buy stuff, they don't use it. Some people don't come to all the webinars. Some people don't even go through all of the training. Let's be honest. That's just, how some people are. But the people that do are posting their results like this right here. $22,000 in the first 10 days of April from this student right here. We've got, who is this? Nico over here on April 1st posted $5,700 in sales for March. And it says, this is my results from last month. I'm extremely proud and I'm making progress. Can't thank Adrian Morrison enough for putting this in. I mean, have you ever seen this many earnings reports live on Facebook? Petter Russell on March 30th made this post right here of their stores. They have $5,000 in February, and in March they immediately hit 110 grand. Look at the scalability. Their very first month they did $5,800, February of 2017. All right, boom, the next month $110,000 in sales. Why does that happen? Well, let me tell you why it happens. Because they have the right training, they have the right strategies, they're doing what I do, what my students do, and they're not doing what everybody else does the wrong way. What we went over on my white pad at the very beginning of this live training. So we have about 4 fast action spots left. Onyx said that his bonus also was the same, in that he's only going to do 25 fast action bonuses for tonight as well. This is indeed your last opportunity. And of course, I do want to say this about that. We have extended support. We have the weekly webinars, which we went over. And somebody asked, what's the difference between this and Amazon earlier? I went over that. Amazon does not give you your customer data. Amazon doesn't really build your brand. They're building Amazon's brand. Amazon has boatloads of restrictions. And same thing with eBay too. eBay has boatloads of restrictions as well. They don't give you your email data. Somebody else asked, how soon can I get started? Well, if you get an ESA tonight, you're one of the next 4 people and you get all the fast action bonuses, you can instantly access ESA. You can instantly get started with your store. It might take you 20 or 30 minutes to set your store up, go through the training. Honestly, I would watch the first section first, the Shopify section. Let me pull that up. Before you do anything, I would come into ESA. That's the bonus area I give you. I would come into ESA and I would watch the Shopify section, because this is going to show you how to set up your store just like I set up my store. Okay, so that's the key, is not just setting up a store, but setting it up the way that I set mine up. Okay, and then I would come over here, and you don't have to watch all these Facebook videos at first, but you see there's Facebook marketing setup. So this is going to walk you through setting up your Facebook account if you don't have one yet. It's going to give you a quick overview of the Facebook ads dashboard so you understand how everything works. And I really simplify things, and you could see my students saying that all over the place in our group. Then you can watch how to build a fan page, and then how to build your first Facebook ad. As a matter of fact, if you go down to the bottom, see right here where it says Facebook Quick Start? In 9 minutes, I go through live and I build a campaign in 9 minutes. Check this out. So here's my Facebook Quick Start training. If you just want to get started right now, you can't wait. You don't watch any of the videos right now. You come watch the Quick Start, and I'm going to walk you through in 9 minutes building a campaign for a product that I find on AliExpress, and going through building the Facebook ad, what I write, how I get my links on Facebook, how I target the ads. That's all here. 9 minutes. We have a fully optimized Facebook ad ready to go. So that's how fast you can get started. It looks like somebody says, Nico says, do I have access to the bonuses? I didn't see your name in the CRM, Nico, but if you're in yet, we still have 4 fast action. Well, never mind. We have 3 fast action bonuses because Shelly Riblin just got in. So if you're one of the next 3 people, yes, you'll have access to them. You won't even see the bonuses unless you have access. So if you get in and you see the bonus tab, that's all yours. Somebody said, what other expenses come along with eComm Success Academy? There are no other expenses with ESA. Like, look, there's no upsells in here. There's literally everything I have is right here. Now, do you have to start your own Shopify store? Yeah, you do. You've got to have your e-commerce store up and running. So that's not expensive. They have plans for like $20 a month. And as a matter of fact, they give my students a 15% discount on their store. And then you'll see in here that I have the banner to get enrolled for our weekly Profit Power Hour webinars. So you can get on those live trainings with me every week. I just did one last night. And then there's a link here to our live events. We do 1 live event a year that you can come to if you like. So, I mean, everything is in here that you need. You've just got to go through the modules one at a time. Go through green, then orange, then blue. They're set up in order for you. I know the way you need to learn, the information. I know where step 1 is, and I start you at step 1, just like I did for Andrea, Onyx's wife. All right, so you can get started really quickly because I have quick start videos in here. All right, so coming back over here, it doesn't matter which one of the options you choose, you're going to get access to all of the fast action bonuses, but you've got to be one of the next 3 people to get enrolled. And I'm just refreshing the screen here. We still have 3 fast action bonuses left. Somebody said, if I do the payment plan, do I still get full access tonight? The answer to that is absolutely yes. If you choose the payment plan, you still do get access tonight. It's just that you're breaking it up over the next 3 months, basically. All right, so another question that I saw, how much time do you have to put in every day? Well, that's the wrong question. The real question is, how much time can I put in every day? The more time you put in, the better off you're going to be. Now, I would say starting out, maybe an hour to an hour and a half a day. Because remember, it takes 9 minutes to make a Facebook ad. With the Sizzle software, it takes like literally 30 seconds to find a hot product. So in 30 minutes, you can have a great Facebook campaign up and running. But eventually, you'll be obsessed with it like I am, and you'll be dreaming about e-commerce and Shopify and all that stuff. All right, somebody asked, how does the art licensing work? Okay, so in eComm Success Academy, if you're one of the next 3 people, you're going to get that $50,000 art licensing bonus, and that's right here, where I go through training on how I find licensed artwork, okay? And I'm making a killing with print on demand. So you'll see right here at the bottom, it says click here to access your art licensing bonus. And I go over all the training on how to do art licensing with this particular bonus and how to get it on the products, how it's supposed to be done. This puts your business in a really great spot because once again, nobody can come and copy you because this artwork that we're using is exclusive to me and my students worldwide. Over 120,000 images. I want you to think about that. No more graphic designers. You don't have to be creative, right? Go in and tap into famous artists, awesome artists, artwork. Look at this. Saved by the Bell. There's Screech, Trolls, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Power Rangers. I mean, this is insane stuff. And imagine taking this artwork, okay, and then jumping over here to your Shopify store and coming over here to the vendor who's going to give you, who gives my students discounts on some of their products, taking that artwork and putting it on a t-shirt, all right? Taking that artwork and coming over here and putting it on a coffee mug or a phone case, or in this company, drop ships. You literally take the artwork, you put it on the product, and boom, you can instantly start selling that product, no inventory, and you only pay for it if somebody buys it. You want to start selling these little purses right here? All you have to do is upload a picture of artwork to it that art licensing will give you if you're one of the next 3 people to get enrolled. All right, coming over here, let's just say that you want to do home goods. Let's say that maybe you want to do, I don't know, what's a good example of, how about a shower curtain? Okay, so actually these do very well. Or a tapestry. All right, so shower curtain or tapestry. You hit start designing, and all you have to do is come over here. See, it's a blank canvas. There's going to be a button that says upload your image, and you just simply upload the image to the product. Sorry, it has to be a specific size. So I don't know if this artwork is a specific size, but I'm uploading a piece of art right now, and you'll see it'll just put the galaxy on there. So you'll want to resize the image and make it cover the entire product. But you catch my drift. You can come in and take this artwork that art licensing is going to give you that nobody else has access to, and immediately start selling it and be unique, and you're able to pull in higher margins, higher prices for your products, for your retail stuff. And they've just got all sorts of stuff in here. And I really focused a lot on pillows. That $1,000 order that you all saw earlier was somebody buying pillows. And I'm telling you, people love buying, I call them passion pillows. So I grab like this image here, and let's just hit open. And by the way, guys, the links to join are on the screen. There are still 3 fast action spots left, okay? So make sure that you go get in right now and you don't miss out on this. So you have, of course, we got to make the image, and it'll cover the whole pillow. But you go ahead and you make this image cover the entire pillow. You see how I can kind of drag and my mouse is freezing a little bit, but you can drag it, you can make it big, and it'll cover the entire pillow. And you can do different variants and stuff. And you just press review and publish. Boom, it is live on your store. This is what's so awesome about Shopify. So you're going to get access to this app, art licensing. You're going to get access to my Sizzle Sniper. It doesn't matter what niche you are in. It does not matter. This software will find what's working right now for anything. Flashlights are a big deal. It's called Mini Light, I believe is what people are calling them, mini tack lights. You just hit search, and it's going to find any ad on Facebook that has mini light in it. So I probably should have typed in tack light. Let me come over here and say, let's do tactical light. Live this month, free plus shipping. Hit search. All right, here we go. All right, so just yesterday, this was posted right here for this miniature tack light. All right, so that's a brand new ad. We want to look for older ads. Look at this. 735,000 shares, 800 comments, 200,000 views. Guess what we can do? We can see the ad that they're marketing. We can go look at their website, and we can see how what their Shopify store looks like. I mean, look at this as I scroll down. It's literally showing me what is working right now. Let's just say that I wanted to search for tactical watches, and I wanted to sell tactical watches. That search post, here we go. And now it's going to start showing me what watches are doing really well right now. All right, so what we're looking for are the ads that have a lot of shares and a lot of comments, okay? Because it brings up the most recent stuff. Like this one right here, 184 comments. And look at this. We can read the comments, y'all. So you can go through the comments and you can see what people are saying about the product. And if they're saying, oh my gosh, this is awesome, I want this, I need this, yada, 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 it is literally a tell-all. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than this when it comes to finding products that are working right now and doing product research. It doesn't matter what the niche is. Somebody in here earlier asked me to type in baby stuff. So let's hit search post. I'll just type in baby, and boom. Now we're seeing like what types of products are selling really well in the baby niche. Like these little bitty shoes right here, I know do very, very, very well. So it's literally an open book. But see, it's the software that I designed. Well, I didn't design it. My developer designed it. And I paid him thousands of dollars to build this. And this comes completely free with eComm Success Academy. So I'm going to do a quick review because now we have, it looks like, let me refresh. We had 3, but I'm pretty sure we only have 2 fast action spots left now. Yes, we have 2 because we just had Jack Connolly. Congrats, Jack Connolly, for getting in. So now we have 2 fast action spots available. I just want to go over these bonuses one more time. The next 2 people that get in are going to get access to 4 of my top producing 7-figure campaigns. I want you to think about that. Who else does that? You ever seen anybody else give you access to the exact product, show you the targeting, how to write an ad on their top campaigns? Probably not. Probably because they don't have e-commerce campaigns that have done numbers like that, or they're so worried that because it's the only product they're making money off of that they're scared to show it and they're greedy. Me, I'm an open book because I have a ton of stuff that I make money from, and it doesn't hurt me to give these to you either. All it does is it shows you how to do things the right way. There's already other people marketing this stuff anyways. Why not let my students market it if other people are going to start marketing it too? So 4 of my top personal campaigns. These have done $1.2 million in sales. Each ad is going to take you about 10 minutes to make. We've got 2 slots left for that. The $50,000 art licensing bonus. Look, hey, you want to do print on demand? I've sold a boatload of t-shirts, probably over $2.5 million of print on demand stuff in the past year and a half or so. And guess what? I didn't have to even think about the stuff that I'm marketing. I didn't have to have a graphic designer. You want to do that? Well, you're probably going to have to be creative. You're going to have to find some graphic designer, spend $100 to $200 per graphic that they design. And of course, you don't even know if it's going to work until you try to sell it. So lots and lots and lots of issues there for me. Well, I paid $50,000 for my students to get access to the exact same company that I license artwork from, and I got you an exclusive on it as well. That is $50K out of my very own pocket. I'm willing to bet you can't say you've seen anybody else do something like that either. And that's just how far I'm willing to go for my students. But if you take a look at our Facebook group, which, well, you're not in the Facebook group, you've got to be a VIP student, but you take a look at the stories I showed you and you see the results, it's because they're actually doing what I'm doing. They're following my strategies. They're going through my 30 days of coaching. And of course, they're inside eComm Success Academy. So this is everything that you get. I'm going to pull both links up now, and I want to see if there's a couple more questions while we have these extra 2 slots, because I know those are going to be taken. We just had, let me make sure that one came through. We just had Luis Gamachi. Luis Gamachi just came in, so congrats to you. I don't know if it's Luis or Lois, but congrats to you. Now, we have had a couple of students have credit card declines. I'll just call out your first name if you've had a credit card decline. So Silvio, Oliver, David, Ron, Owen, LYBOV, Faitha, y'all have all had credit card declines tonight. Probably not your fault. It's probably because when you try to make $1,000 or a $2,500 purchase, your bank flags your card. So if you're having a problem getting the charge to go through, I want you to call your bank and I want you to tell them that you authorize the charge. It's a good thing that your credit card does that, right? I mean, it's probably a regular charge, but I promise you, if your name is on this list and you get it fixed tonight, you call your bank, you tell them to let the charge go through, I'll honor the bonuses, because I know you can't help it if the bank flagged the charge or your credit card didn't go through. So Faithia, Silvio, Oliver, David, Ron, Owen, LYUBOV. Oh, and there's actually Shelly and I think Ronald came through, but there's another one, Shelly and Laney. Y'all had issues with declines as well. Call your banks. I promise you, I've got your name in my system. When your order comes through and your credit card fixes it, I will give you access and I will honor those fast action bonuses. But right now, if you haven't enrolled just yet, we have 1 fast action bonus left. I'm going to look at a couple more questions here. I've been writing them down as I see them pop through. Is Facebook ads the best marketing platform? Yes. And let me put it this way. People go to Google. People use Google, right? But people live on Facebook. People live on Facebook. There's more traffic to be had, and it's way higher quality with way better targeting. Another question, do people get mad about shipping times from China? Absolutely not, especially when it's a free deal. When you're doing what free plus shipping, one thing that I teach my students to do, because it's the right thing to do and it's the honest thing to do, is on your ads, on your sales pages, always put please allow 3 to 4 weeks for delivery if it's coming from China. Now, if you're doing the art licensing and you're promoting like the t-shirts and stuff from T-Launch, that's coming from America. It gets to people within like 3 or 4 days. But from China, sometimes it takes about 15 days. I never experience problems with that because we tell people up front and it's free, right? So if it's free, and they know up front, they make that decision, it really doesn't become an issue. When should I hire virtual assistants? I would say once you start making about $200 to $300 a day is a great time to start looking at a virtual assistant, because in eComm Success Academy, I actually have an entire course completely free that I give my students in here, kind of as an added bonus on virtual assistants. It is right here, Building Your Team. And I tell you where to go to get virtual assistants and what your options are, so on and so forth, because you can have virtual assistants manage your social media. You can have virtual assistants do product research with the X Factor software for you. I have virtual assistant that uses my X Factor Sniper software, and they find products for me all day long, and they present them to me at the end of the day, and I say yes or no, right? So I navigate. I don't do anything. But see, what I'm doing here is I'm not teaching you how to build an e-commerce store. I'm teaching you how to build an empire. I'm teaching you how to build something big and then delegate any and everything that you want to, because I teach you how to do outsourcing with virtual assistants. This is a whole virtual assistant course right here if you want to delegate all of the work. And then I even go as far is to teach you how to prepare the business to sell with my long-term exit plan strategy. So I go over the assets that you need to add value. I give you my exact profit and loss formula. We have a full training video to help you calculate automatically. It'll tell you what your profit is every day. So it's an Excel sheet. It's already done for you, and we teach you how to use it. So that's there. So if you ever sell the business, guess what? Now you have Excel, you have books, and you can send them, hey, here's our, you can look at it by day, how much money our business makes. And that helps you sell the business. And this is why I have people that want to offer me 7 figures reaching out to me to buy my store, but I don't sell it because the store just gets more and more valuable every single day. Another question is, how many stores do you have, Adrian? I've got one big store, and then I've got a couple of other smaller stores that I do with partners and friends, and really they do all the work, and they're good buddies of mine. And I just said, yeah, I'll consult you on it, and just give me X amount of money off of it, or X amount of percentage. But I mainly run one big store. How do you handle refunds? When somebody wants to refund a free product, which by the way, we have less than a 1% refund rate. When that happens, we just we give them their money back. It's only $10, and remember, it's actually only like $2 that the item costs. And I say, you know what? Just keep the item. We don't care. Like, it's not even worth you shipping it back. The shipping costs more than the item does, right? So just keep it. And generally, that makes them very happy, and they come back and they buy more stuff. But less than a 1% refund rate, and we don't even ask them to send us the stuff back because I don't want it. I mean, I'm not going to tell them to send it back to China. Okay, so we've gone over that question. How fast can I get a Facebook ad up and running? About 9 minutes. Is the market already saturated? No. That is the look, if you're sitting here right now saying, is the market saturated? Then you just need to give up on entrepreneurship altogether. If that is a question that you have, just stop doing marketing, stop being an entrepreneur, and get a job. Because that is what everybody that makes excuses on why they shouldn't get started asks. All right? Even though you may think it's a legitimate question, it's not. Because there's no such thing with this model right here. There's no such thing as saturation with Facebook ads. There is so much traffic, and there's so many niches, and so many products, and so many things that we're talking about here. That's just impossible. Now, if I was saying, hey, everybody, I'm going to teach you how to sell this one specific dog necklace, all right, and this is the only thing I'm going to teach you how to do, yeah, that product will fizzle out. But you can't say e-commerce is saturated. That's crazy. If anything, it's growing and it's thriving, and it's putting big retailers completely out of businesses where there's 30,000 square foot retailer buildings that now look like freaking ghost towns inside because e-commerce put them out of business. So I would not worry about saturation. What I would worry about is getting left behind. All right. You shouldn't. And also, some of you are in here saying, I can't do this. I can't do this. A good friend of mine, his name is Chris. He always tells his students, and I'm going to take this from him. He says, you should quit saying I can't, and you should start saying, how can I? And that is the entrepreneurial mindset right there. Quit making excuses for why you can't, and start making excuses for why you can. Listen, is this a stretch? And you're saying, if I go into this nest or this savings account that I have and I make this investment, it's a huge risk for me. It's a huge stretch for me. What happens if I invest $2,500 and then I decide to do nothing and it doesn't work out? And that scares you? Let me tell you what's even more scary than investing $2,500 for something full of training and value. It's the cost of not doing it. Charles Green almost lost $30,000 by not doing it. And something else I want to point out is that nest egg and that savings that you have, whatever you got, you're burning through it. You're burning through it on fuel. You're burning through it on food. You're burning through it on vacations. The real thing you should fear is, what the hell are you going to do when you run out of that money that you've been spending on stuff that's not revenue producing stuff? You've got to take what you got while you have it, and you have to do something intelligent and smart with it. It may not be this, and it's okay if it's not, but I will say this. If you're looking for an opportunity to get out of the situation that you're currently in, you've got to take what you have and do what you can with it logically. that can produce revenue. And if you're looking at this and you say, you know what, Adrian, this sounds good. I see the value. I think this is something I want to do and that I can do and I believe in it, then I think you should stretch for this. If you don't feel that way, don't invest your money in this. Do not do this if you don't feel that way. And there's only one more spot left anyways. But I do want you to do something smart with your money instead of continue to blow it and then end up with zero options. So with that being said, you know what? I think I've answered all the questions. We still have one fast action spot left. So, somebody's going to grab that in just a second, I'm pretty sure. Anik, I'm going to, if you want, I don't know if you're still here, we can give away the cash money. We can shut this down. I don't know if you're doing a replay or not. If you are, maybe I'll open up 5 more bonuses or something for those that, see the replay. But for now, I think I've answered all the questions. We've had a lot of students get in. So congrats to everybody. Remember, if your card declined, you need to call your bank. I will honor the bonuses for you, but you need to do that fast. You can't do it like a week from now. You need to do that ASAP, and we'll make sure that we get you set up and we get you all those bonuses. You have my word on that. Anik, you want to come on and do your thing, and then I'll give away some money as well?
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you very much. Listen, guys, let's all type thank you, Adrian. What a powerful presentation, Adrian. Thank you so much. And what I want to do real quick is, if I could just make it happen here, is let's do the giveaway. So you guys know the drill. Head on over to facebook.com/Lurn Inc. Let me pull up the page for you to be able to show it to you on the browser here. Let me just whoop. There we go. All right. I got to pull up just the browser. All right, so let's go. You just go to Lurn, facebook.com/Lurn Inc. Let me show you my site. Okay, so it's just facebook.com/Lurn Inc. At the very top, facebook.com/Lurn Inc. And here's how you're going to win. Both Adrian and I are going to pick from this. We're going to pick from this, all right? We want you to go right here to this post right here. It says, live now, the eComm business model I use to sell products without having blah, 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 blah. Pick this and leave us a comment. Tell us what you thought about this amazing webinar today. Tell us what you thought, okay? You're going to have exactly 2 minutes to do this. So go right now, facebook.com/Lurn Inc. And we're going to be doing 2 giveaways. I'm going to pick one, and Adrian's also going to get a chance to pick one. And remember, in order to win, you do have to click like on the Facebook page. So you need to be a member of our Lurn Facebook page. So make sure you go and click that. But right now, I'm giving you an opportunity. If you want to take this, you're going to probably already start to see comments flying in. We only have 4 comments as of the moment that I announced this, which is good. That means everybody was paying attention. And we still only have 4 just because it takes time for you guys to see what I'm talking about. So all good. We're going to give this a few minutes. Adrian, again, I want to give you a heartfelt thank you. Thank you very much for an amazing presentation. We will do a replay, everybody. You'll have an opportunity, but not a very big one. I'll go ahead and extend our bonuses as well, but really, this is the moment. I mean, if you haven't made the decision to do this yet, it's probably just because it's not right for you. And that's okay. Sometimes it isn't, all right? You got to wait to do the right thing when it's right for you. But right now, I do want to tell you and encourage you to take us up on this offer to get your a free $500 investment into your business. All right. Right now, you got a 1 out of 5 chance of winning. So, only the most serious students are still here, which is awesome. Okay. I hope. This is what I love. I want only our most serious students to be the ones winning this investment. And you're getting an investment from both Adrian and I. So you have 2 chances tonight to win money. You'll win an investment from Lurn Fund and from what I'll just call the Adrian Fund. So, all right, let's see if you guys have started hearing me and if you've started putting in messages. Otherwise, maybe you're, we got 15. They're starting to come in now. Let's read some of these. All right. Bharti writes, since the very first Success Weekly, I'm learning, live all the time, and whatever you taught us till the day is amazing. Hardly a few may be giving free value like this. Every week I'm getting motivation and achieving something in my life so that I can help people. You're helping in many ways. All right, she's saying it would be great if I could help invest in her business. I will pay back from the profit very soon. Thanks a lot for the value. Awesome, Bharti. Well, keep it in consideration. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. Adrian Morrison is amazing, says Scott. I'm a student of his, and I am very eager to get my first successful free plus shipping offer. Awesome. Damien says, what is the Internet Marketers Patriot Act? Using the FBI intelligence and zeroing in on targeting the broad audience. Damien, that is way too smart for me. I have no idea what you just said, but it was pretty cool. Hope you're doing well there, Damien. Nice to see you on the webinar today. Luis says, eek, I bought in. So excited. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Anna. Please pick me for the bonus. I can pay for the course. All right, Luis, we'll keep that in consideration. Thank you very much for being here. I enjoyed the webinar with Adrian, says Keith. Thank you for taking the time to share this amazing info. Again, I've never seen an eComm presented like this before. Thank you for being a rock star. If I win the $500 Lurn fund, I'll give 10% to one of my top near and dear to me missions entitled Wipe Every Tear that rescues precious girls trafficked in the sex trade. Wow, that's amazing. Keith, thank you for doing your great work. That is truly amazing. Andy says, excellent. Would join if I had $1,200 on my credit card. Well, hey, listen, go out there and work hard and make it happen, and you'll be able to have much more than that. All right, let's do a quick little refresh here. Guys, you have double the chance of winning the fund today. I'm going to be giving away $500 from the Lurn Fund, and so will Adrian. All right, we have 23 comments. I'll tell you what, Adrian, I'll let you do the honor first. If you'd like to pick your first winner, I'll let you do the honor.
For sure. Will you just kind of, for me, will you kind of just scroll the mouse up and down a little bit? And I'm going to put my finger on the screen, and wherever you stop is where I'm going to.
All right, ready? We're going to start at the top.
All right, go.
All right, here we go. I'm scrolling.
All right, go, stop. All right, so I have landed here on, it looks like, Keith Neil Stangeland.
All right, there you go, Keith. You get an opportunity to give 10% of that to an amazing cause.
Sweet. All right, so Keith, I'm going to give you $500, and I just need to get your PayPal address. So if you could get that to Onyx somehow, he'll get that to me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Keith, for what you're doing. An amazing cause, and congratulations, man. When you put the right energies out there, look how you win. So you just won the $500 from Adrian, and now I'm going to go through here and where'd I go? All right, we got 37 comments now. All right. Well, it is time to pick. If you hadn't commented yet, I'm sorry. So I'm going to do the same thing. I got my eyes closed. I am just going to scroll here, and all right. Who's this? Stephen Joyce, congratulations. You are going to win today's Lurn Fund $500. I love the training. He says so helpful. I've been struggling with e-commerce for years. Can't wait to get the right help. I have been studying from your email marketing courses as well. Lurn Nation is a life changer. Well, thank you very much for that, Stephen Joyce. Hey, Stephen, all you got to do is send a message to our support@lurn.com. All right, we will check you out. Make sure you've hit like on that Facebook page, and our team will help you out to get you that $500 investment into your business. Thank you so much. Everybody, let's congratulate our winners. Let's all take a moment to thank Adrian. And remember, one last time, it's startesa.com/learn. You have an opportunity, but this is your last chance. www.startesa.com/learn. Make it happen. Do big things. Change your life. Mr. Adrian Morrison, thank you so much for being here. I want to give you a heartfelt thank you. And Adrian, any last words or anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, thanks for having me on twice in a week, twice in 2 weeks. I know that's a big deal for you to do that. So thanks for having me on. For everybody that's still watching, thank you so much for spending the time here with me. And listen, it doesn't matter if you got in or you didn't. Right now you're investing in yourself. You're investing your time. And, I wish you all a ton of success. I tell my students, #crush it. And I'll say this, y'all are following Onyx. You're following somebody that I look to as a mentor as well. I was telling him earlier today how much he's helped me. And, when he comes on, he teaches you something and recommends something to you, you know that you can trust him. And it's just, it's been an honor being on the Success Weekly. And I hope you all have phenomenal success with e-commerce. And I want to wish you all good night because I'm going to bed.
All right, me too, man. All right, everyone, thank you very much. And yet another end to a beautiful, amazing, successful Kick Butt Success Weekly. Thank you, everybody. Have an absolutely amazing morning, night, evening, afternoon. Depends on wherever you're calling in from the world. And I will see you next Wednesday. Remember, next week, 3 free courses are being launched Learn Insider, make sure you're there. We're going to have a very powerful Success Weekly next week, and we might be changing things up. We might be doing our next week's Success Weekly on GoToWebinar. We'll give it a C. We're going to try something different maybe, all right? So watch your email for that. But next week, be ready to make a tiny $5 contribution to a brilliant, amazing cause and grab your free membership into Learn Insider, all right? We will see you next week. Thank you very much, Mr. Adrian Morrison, and to everybody who was here. We will see you guys next week. Talk to you later.